Hello. How we doing, chat? Oh, and by the way, thank you to Patrick Hennessy, Bizda, Sports Biznet, Austin Brandt, Boy of Wrath YT, Drizzle D King, and Crazy Kid for all being botnet general or leader. If you want a special thank you at the start of every stream, there's the join button. I think it's to the left of the sub button, but you know, YouTube and their UI changes constantly. If you can't find it, it's in the description. Helps me out a lot. I do appreciate you members in these crazy times. You'd be surprised, honestly, with the views on videos. Like, if I delay an upload by 3 hours, it'll get half the views. I'm not even kidding. Like, look at the fan mail and the video that came out before it. They got half the normal views because they were uploaded at like 8 p.m. as opposed to the one that came out yesterday that was 5 p.m. Like, yikes. Lesson learned, don't upload late. 3 streams in a row, Poug? Yes. 30 capitalizing on hardcore. I don't know about capitalizing, just having fun with another profile that has more to do, I think is the better. If I'm having fun, the videos are good, and if the videos are good, people enjoy it, and if people enjoy it, they come back to watch more stonks. What are we doing today? We'll get to it as soon as this song is done. One of these days, I want to start doing Let's Plays of other games. Like this soundtrack, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, it is getting a remaster. You know a game was good when it gets a remaster. Modern Warfare 2, the multiplayer at least. I think it, well, yeah, it did. You know, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, SpongeBob. All right, hold on. Hey guys, I'm back for another stream and welcome to Hypixel SkyBlock Hardcore. We're back, and you could probably tell by the title and thumbnail that something's weird. Remember how yesterday's stream I was like, oh, I'm preparing for his arrival, and everyone was like, who's him? Well, here he is. Look at this ridiculous skin. This is the new Derpy. They changed the way he looked for some reason, and now he looks like this abomination. This is like 11-year-old's first Minecraft skin sort of levels of what the hell is that? Anyways, Derpy's gonna be mayor again, and here's his perks if you're wondering. Turbo minions, doubling the output of minions. He closes the auction house because, of course, why not? Double mob HP, which actually doesn't have that big an impact on gameplay if you're in the late or end game. And more, or if you're in dungeons, I guess it makes a difference, but I don't do that most of the time. Actually, ironically, today we probably are going to play some dungeons. And you get 50% more skill XP. That's the best perk of any mare in this game, other than Techno, which ties it. But then there's the minister perks, which make it slightly better. Anyways, Derpy's going to be mayor next cycle. We have about 5 days to prepare. Nope, 4. About 3.5-ish. Vishy, thank you for joining. Barely matters in dungeons. It doesn't double boss HP. Okay, so yeah, like, what about mini bosses like Skeletors and stuff? It probably does, but most players that are good at dungeons don't really. It's fine. Anyways, yeah, we have Derpy. He's back. So, like I said yesterday, we are gonna continue preparing for him being mayor. So what that means is I'm not going to touch the minions. It seems like according to yesterday, I collected the minions at the start of the stream. It looks like it generated about a stack and a half of enchanted clay since then. So we got 5 days. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2. Yeah, we should have just about full minions by the time that Derpy's elected, so that's good timing. I did good. Anyways, is that a warped AOTE? No. If I do get a warp stone, that would be pog. I would love to have a warped AOTE on this profile. Because why not? I mean, at some point I'm probably getting Livid Dagger. Oh, imagine, dude. Well, the thing is, if I get Livid Dagger on this profile, and then we start getting good enough to run floor 7 one for all. Ooh, that could actually be pretty freaking good, but we have a long ways to go before that. Anyways, you might have remembered last stream we planted the nether wart farm. Look how beautiful and symmetric it is. Isn't it great? So we also harvested the pumpkins and melons and got silver medals in both. Not bad. So today what we need to do is continue to do farming festivals the proper way with full width farms until we can get turbo in all of the tools. For now, we're maxed out in cane because of the last time Derpy was active. Melon and pumpkin, we are in the process of getting more turbo books. We need to get gold in every crop if we want farming 60 someday, a long time from now. And there is a nether wart event in about 15 minutes, so that is going to be pretty pog. That being said, we don't actually have a nether wart hoe. We just have the rookie hoe for now, unfortunately, so that's just what we're gonna have to go with. That being said, we do have enough. I think we have a ton of, okay, yeah, we have farming for dummies saved up for a bunch of different crops here. I think the farming for dummies, we're gonna use 5 of them on, wait, is that all we have? Oh, that's not good. Did I use any of them on the tools I already have? Let me see. I did. Okay, so I think we should put one on the wart hoe because that's a good way to make money. Everything else, carrot, potato, wheat, cactus, mushroom, yeah, we don't need farming for dummies on any of those, so we're fine, I guess. Yeah, we're getting close to 400,000 subs, and you know what, if we keep on doing streams every day and upload every day and keep putting out bangers, we might get there sooner than hopefully sooner than 2 weeks. That'd be kind of pog. Tell 30 to make a rally to vote Barry after Derpy for Wizard Portal. What? That's not how that works. But you're farming 60, not on this profile. This is the hardcore profile. If we check on the skills, as you can see, we have farming 37. I'm getting a bunch of emails right now. There's a documentary someone made about me, and I already watched it because I saw the email. It was very good. I much enjoyed it. I hope you're watching stream right now. If you did, you did a very good job. I'll leave a comment in the video after this. But anyway, secret perk. I got the news from the admins directly what the Wizard Portal was for like a year and a half ago. They said it was literally, the idea was that if they don't know how to categorize a new island, then they're going to use that. Like, they don't know they don't know what they're doing, so it's like, or they don't have, well, maybe they have a plan now, but back then they didn't have a plan to use the Wizard Portal. It was just like, if they don't know how to categorize a new island, that's how they're gonna make people get there. But you know, that information's probably outdated now, so we will see what it's actually for. But anyway, today we have a few plans. I would like to build another farm layer, except this one's going to be way easier than the other ones. I mean, well, it's going to be easier than the pumpkin and melon because we won't have to put slabs. I want to make a flying farm for crops, but the problem is I want water, so I don't know how that's going to work. Also, we're getting awfully close to hitting the bottom of the map here. I really regret building this so freaking low. It should be another 50 blocks in the air, but Came across your channel a week ago. I love your solo skyblock vids and have been on a binge watching them all the time. I'm on episode 37 now. Oh, you got a lot of content to go. Man, we're gonna get to the point where like you could watch one episode a day of solo and it would take you a year. Like, how does that even happen? Anyway, what should we do to start? I know it in about 6 minutes we should do the nether wart event. Oh, and at the end of last stream we got rancher boots, so now we finally can determine what speed we want to farm at, so that's really useful. Let me think. Do we need melon for anything? Let me check. So if we go to unique minions here, oh, you know what, we could we could harvest some pumpkin and melon just to get the minion upgrades. That would not be a terrible idea, honestly. You're the Stampy of Skyblock Pug. What would that imply? I'm assuming that's a good thing, because Stampy's as far as I remember, well, Stampy was a really popular creator, but he had a falling recently. I don't remember why. I think it's because he stopped playing with somebody who was controversial. Something like that. The Stampy of Skyblock. I've been told that I was like the oh, what's that other channel? I don't remember what that channel was called, but there was another comparison someone made that was funny. Oh yeah, they were like, I'm the BuzzFeed of Skyblock. That I don't agree with, because BuzzFeed, saying I'm the BuzzFeed of Skyblock would suggest I'm some kind of normie. I'd like to think I'm not. No hate to BuzzFeed, but that's kind of what it anyway. Oh, that random boy, thank you for the 1. Subscribe to 30. Oh, thank you. I agree, you should subscribe to 30. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into the controversy with Stampy's previous person he played with, because I think you're the Phils of Skyblock. Well, I didn't die in a hardcore world, so I don't know. Well, did I actually? No, I didn't. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I did 2 hardcore Let's Plays. I might as well start farming right now, actually, because there's more than enough farm here for one festival. Sorry. Expand your islands, because if you do the upgrade manually, then it would be done by now. Well, expanding the island takes bits, so therefore it would go against challenge rules. Okay, we have elephant equipped. Is there anything else I really need? Nope. Actually, I think farming for dummies still stacks. So if I do this, that should be an additional 15 farming fortune. Oh, we have to put the volume down. I'm a little anxious because we're right on the edge here, so. Your island is too beautiful. It is a nice island, and it's motivation for me not to die in this profile, because like I said, I would be deleting the profile if I died, so that would be a big yikes. Gems, not bits. Oh yeah, you're right. It takes gems to upgrade island size, so that is something I'm not really willing to do. What is your opinion on Activision getting exposed? I didn't look into it, but I'm not surprised that there's some controversy mistreating employees or whatever. I think it's something like that, but yeah, whatever, man. Game dev studios have historically been pretty garbage. At least the big ones have been. I think after we harvest this once, we're gonna want to have a railing, because flying out into the abyss every time I finish a row is a little unnerving. Mutant netherwort recipe, look at that. The first upgrade is free. Yeah, but I've already upgraded a few times just to get the build above to fit, not the actual farms. So yeah, it's part of the challenge rules. We made the exception just to make the island look nice, but any practical upgrades we can't do. Do you have Ancient on Mastiff, because the ability would be OP? Good thing we discovered this before Farming Festival. Personal compactor, please. Let's just... There you go. Ancient on Mastiff? Ancient on Mastiff. Ancient gives you... What? Crit damage per Catacombs level? But it's not all that much. I don't see where you're going with that. Well, I mean, it'd give you more health, but I don't know if it's really that worth it, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Just want to say, I don't get why you're getting so much hate. Oh, hold on, Nightbot for some reason deleted it. Oh, it's because you said the word endgame. I don't think you're endgame, but why do people hate on you for your opinion? It's childish. Yeah, again, I've said this yesterday. I think that saga is done with. It's been about a month. And honestly, all the people that were hating have seen that they're not going to get anything out of me anymore in terms of drama and attention. So they've left pretty quickly. You'd be surprised how quickly things went from me being bombarded from all sides to literally radio silence just because I chose to ignore them. Like, it was instantaneous, you know? So I'm never going back to the forums or the subreddit. As much as I hate to say the subreddit, because I like the subreddit, but I'm firm on that. I'm not going back to the subreddit. Maybe I'll check back in like a year, but like it's just not worth it anymore. It's not worth my time. But anyway, yeah, we have nothing but good nowadays, good vibes, and now, you know, we're getting we're doing good with the we got people on stream. We had like 2,600 people here at peak yesterday. That was really good. And the video was a 5 out of 10, which means that it's right in the middle of average views on stream. So it was video, very good. So we're getting back to where we're supposed to be. Fezzy apparently figured out a new way to edit videos so it doesn't take him like 4 hours to sort. Oh, the contest just started, Pog. I predict bronze. There's just so many people doing netherwart that I'm probably not even gonna make silver. I mean, I hope I hit silver, but it's probably not happening. Matrix Nitro, thank you for the 2. Hey, 30, hope you're doing good today. Yeah, good day so far. I got up at 5 a.m. because I fell asleep yesterday at 9. Or was it 8? It was 8 or 9. So it'd be 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I must have gone to bed at like 8 or 9 because like I got up at 5 in the morning and I've been busy. I wrote a video script this morning. I went and got my car inspected and oil changed and all that. It's kind of funny how like one day I go grocery shopping at 7 a.m. The next day I go and get that service done on the car at 7 a.m. These workers that are doing like well, I would say 9 to 5, but it was 7. So like these people are just like, what's this kid doing? Just showing up at 7 a.m. Fix your sleep. You know, I'm okay with 8 to 5 for now because you know what? That's like the millionaire lifestyle type of sleep schedule, and I could vibe with that. The thing is, right, when you get up at 5 in the morning, you feel like you're getting bonus time in on your day. Like, I don't know how to describe it really. It feels like you shouldn't be awake, but you're capable. So like anything that you do before when you normally would wake up is like bonus productivity, which really doesn't make a lot of sense because if you're going to bed at 8, then, you know, I find that late nights, it's very difficult to be productive for me after like 5 p.m. So maybe this is how I hack the system, you know? Just be productive in the morning and then relax after 5 for a few hours and then sleep. I don't know. I know what you mean, 30? Yeah. Give it a shot if you don't have any social obligations or anything, which is probably a small percentage of you, because I don't have college, I don't have a relationship, I don't talk to family that often. All my friends I talk to online, and Anthony's on vacation. Mike, we don't talk that often. So like, if I wanted, I could be nocturnal and nothing would change. So like, my life is a little weird. Oh, look at that. The prediction's right. I'm only bronze right now. But yeah, I've got like literally no obligations right now. But yeah, I'm most productive in the morning. But I have to be like, you know, well rested or high on caffeine, and today I am both. So let's see. How much can I do in one day? I'm a little disappointed though because I got up at 5 and it's already 11, so like that was 6 hours and all I did was write one script for a video, so that's not really the most productive. But on average, how many coins do you get per minion? I think with Clay, it's like, what, 70,000 coins a day? But then you have like 28 of them, so... Well, I don't have 28 of them. I have multiple types of minions down right now. I recommend adding guardrails. Yeah, I know. I know. Guardrails would be a good idea. We'll do it after this. We'll fix the farm. Can you press tab? Okay. What do you want to see? Oh, you get to see what minions I have. Skills, alchemy 50 max. That's a little weird how it just shows alchemy. What's so interesting about tab? Cookie buff. I don't know. 94% Derpy election. Refraction, bro, how do you make a day in the life 30? Wait. How do you make a day in a life like 30 is so productive? Oh, I remember that video. That was funny. He was talking about my day in the life in his episode. I think it depends. I'm not gonna lie to you. That day in the life of ThirtyVirus was a very productive day. Typically, I'm not that productive. Like, typically, I'm not nearly that productive. Just for full transparency. Back then, it was somewhat frequent, but nowadays, it's very rare for days to be that productive. Then again, yesterday was one of those days. I got 3 videos recorded, one of which I wrote that day and did a stream. So that was, what, 4 videos worth of content in one day? And what else did I do? I did some other thing. I just don't remember what I did. So it was pretty good. And then the day in the life, I recorded why I'm hyped for Hytale, Beat Saber video, the day in the life itself, so that's 3, stream, and then what else did I do? Did I do anything else? I don't know if I did anything else that day. So yeah, I was tied with the day in the life yesterday, actually. Caden, thank you for the 2. I hope people buy Catalyst soon. Invested 300 mil. Oh boy. Well, good luck on that one. You know, I should have invested because I have 200 mil. So that would have been smart because I knew Derpy was going to happen, but he wasn't showing up in the election booth. But now my opportunity is probably lost. So rip. Hey, anyone who watched the day in the life recently, did I do anything other than the 3 videos and the stream? I don't remember. Yeah, I just don't remember. I don't know. I am not watching Hero Brian SMP. I am sorry. Please stop spamming or I will mute you. You hid bananas everywhere? I did. That was a Twitter thing. Oh my god, we need these guardrails really badly. You called 2 places? You're right. Today I also called 2 places. I was being a dumb. I called up the dealership where I got the car and I was like, you guys do registrations, right? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh. And then I hang up the call and then I asked my mom and she was like, no, you need an inspection. And I'm like, oh. First time car owner here. Very smart man indeed. What's your FOV? 90, I think. When will you upload the Iron Man VODs? I think we're getting back into it starting today. So hype? This profile's coming back after like 9 months of not uploading it? Or is it 7? I don't remember. It's been a long time. It's been at least half a year. I made food. Yeah, but I do that every day. I don't count that as being productive, you know, because that's something I kind of have to do anyway. My arm is itching. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to hope for silver until we get a Nether War 2, which we might be able to get after a few festivals with some Jacob's tickets and a Hoe blueprint. So we'll see. I would need a gold medal in something, so we might have to participate in a cane event. What is good for mid-game netherwart farming or zealot farming? Neither? Should probably do sugarcane farming or mining. Mithril mining, not bad. You know, killing sludges with a hound pet's actually a fairly decent money-making method. And oh, they got rid of the NPC sell limit, actually. Or not sell limit, but there was an NPC sell price of like 100k per stack of sludge, but they got rid of it and added the item to the bazaar. So I don't know if that would really... Unfortunately, that makes it no longer a forever method. It's something that could be ruined if the market's too flooded. So I don't know. If you want to try it, you can. You can convert metals to gold. Oh yeah, you're right. Forgot about that. Yeah, I don't know how many tickets it's going to require, though. And since I'm only getting a bronze, we're probably only going to get a few tickets, so... Yeah, we got to do a lot of Jacob's Festival stuff. It's given us something to do, which is nice. And as much as I hate mining, that's something we probably have to do too. But I don't know if stream wants to see it, so we might do Dugans. Netherwart's only really good if you're at like farming 50 and above. And even then, it's still not really worth it. Like, I have a maxed out Newton Netherwart hoe on my solo and farming 60. And there's still methods that make way more. I think it's only like 4 mil an hour maximum now. It may be 5 mil if you're like literally hyper maxed, like all the stuff. Like you got an inventory full of farming for dummies, rookie hoes, and like you have every single double drop upgrade at Anita, and you have farming 60, and you have a maxed out elephant pet, and you have a like the hoe is hyper maxed, like 100 million collection or something. Like you need everything, and at that point you can make so much more. Lower barrier to entry, and well, actually I was about to recommend Enderman Slayer. That's not low barrier to entry. I don't know, man. Money making methods in this game come and go, but Netherwart, it just seems like you could do better than that. Yeah, some people have 1 bill counter, but those are only really the macros, let's be honest. Would it be faster to grind a Netherwart farm for alchemy XP or just craft it? No. This is not a way to get alchemy XP, trust me. I do have an elephant pet maxed out because I already went crazy with the cane. Looks like we're gonna get bronze, so we got more than enough farm space, which is good. This means that with the actual crop farms too, we're gonna have more than enough space as well. Wouldn't it be faster to farm for music runes? Farm for music runes. I've never heard that one before. People have creative ways to make money in this game. The problem is, right? Let's say it is a good method, right? And I tell everybody, oh my god, endgame players love music runes, grind. What'd you do? Oh, my phone is ringing. Can't get to it. How do you farm runes? You just have to kill a mob that's frequently rune. I don't freaking know. That just doesn't seem like a strat. But even, let's say there was a strat to get runes really quickly. Like, if too many people do it, it's not going to be good anymore. Wow. Yeah, anyway, we're going to need to do some work here to get to the point where we can even get silver, let alone gold. In other words. Music room is only from treasure fishing. Oh, no wonder I've never gotten one, because it's fishing related. So for Derpy, what are we gonna do on this profile? Wait, wasn't the what was the multiplier for skill XP when the network was down? It was literally double, right? It was like Derpy's only 50% more, whereas like when the network was down, it was double skill XP, which was ridiculous. It's like a plus 100%. Matrix Nitro, thank you for the 5. Also, I'm loving the tutorial videos you're posting at the moment. They're helping quite a lot since I'm new. Oh, nice. I actually have another one planned for the coming days. I just gotta freaking do it. It's been one of those mental blocks where it's like I can't do anything else until this is done, and then I don't feel like doing that thing, so it just stops me. This is why I went 6 hours today without doing anything, really. I gotta, well, I wrote a script, but that wasn't really good enough. I gotta get that video done. It's how to increase your damage, like all the ways to increase damage, similar to the talisman guide ordered. The double is, yeah, so Derpy's half as good as when the network went down and there was 100, it was double skill XP. That was ridiculous. Derpy's not trash. In my opinion, Derpy's like, I'm trying to think of the other. Yeah, Derpy's like the best mare. What do you, well, actually, Technoblade's the best mare, but Derpy's a close second. The only reason why Technoblade is better because he has Derpy's main perk. Like, yeah, Derpy's a great mare. mean, who cares about the auction house, especially an Iron Man? How do I get more attack speed? You have enrichments on talismans. That's a good way to get free. Well, it's not free. It costs a lot of coin, but, you know, it doesn't interfere with your other stats. I think you can get, like, what? 7 or 8 attack speed. You can also put a crochet tiger plushie on your pet. That's the easiest way to get attack speed. 35. You only want 82 if you're using a melee weapon. If you're using a Terminator or a Juju, you're gonna want 100. The way most people get attack speed nowadays is bloody on their common talismans, reforged from the beating heart, or strange on epics, specifically on epics. Strange, it's very random depending on what it gives you. But yeah, that is how you increase your attack speed. Don't pay attention. There's a fake dream in the chat. He doesn't have a check mark. You all are capping. Also, I'm pretty sure Actual Dream probably doesn't like me that much because I was one of the few people that actually... Well, not one of the few people, but I was one of the people that called him out when he was like, my speedruns were... I admit they were not legal because I forgot I had mods in my folder. And I was like, what? You didn't have... And then, you know, I was like, it's kind of naive to submit a record without, you know, checking your mod folder. And then he was like, but I did... And he responded to me. He's like, but I did check my mod folder just way later after it happened. And I was like, okay, but you had mods in your... Anyway. Like, it wasn't... Like, you know, I wasn't hating on him. It's just a legit, like, criticism, you know? It's like, well, you didn't check your mod folder, man. Like, anyway. I don't think he hates me. He probably was annoyed with me in the moment, though, because I called him out. But anyway, whatever. How much are beating hearts? Like, they should be like 50 to 100k. No more than that. I mean, I get it. You know, I make content. You know, I've done videos before where I've used mods and plugins to make it more interesting. But if you're doing a record, you're going to want a clean installation. You know? And again, like, it's an understandable mistake. Like, we do stupid things. For example, right, I listened to Google Maps when it told me to drive up into some person's private property, and then they pulled a shotgun on me and told me to leave. Like, these things happen. These things happen. People when I was getting the car wash today, I've never been in a car wash, and they said to put the car in neutral. I had it in park because I've never had to be in neutral in my car before. Like, these things happen. Like, I get it. So oh boy, chat's just like, what? Yeah, America, right? Prince, thank you for the 2. Fender here. How to make good money from minions. You have a minion with a short time between actions and a diamond spreading, and then profit. Preferably NPC sell as well. So like snow, clay, or maybe Hearthstone nowadays. Maybe. I haven't done the field testing on that one. Chat just blew up when I mentioned that story. Yeah, I was on my way to a second date with this girl that I liked, and she was having like a family gathering or something where like her sister was getting married or whatever. And I was like, you know, and they were having this big venue out in the middle of nowhere. She literally said it's out in the middle of nowhere. And you know, it's in an open, it's like a what's it called? A clearing off on the side of the road. There's like this big event and everything. On the way there, I remembered her words. She said it's in the middle of nowhere. So I figured when the address said to go up this person's driveway, I was like, all right, I guess it's the middle of nowhere. And and then this guy just walks out the door with a shotgun slung over his shoulder. And then he's like, the F are you doing on my property? Get the F off my property. And then I rolled down the window to let him talk to me. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'll get off right away. And he's like, why are you on my property? Get off my property. You know, I said I was going to leave, but he still said, get off my property. And then I was like, Google Maps brought me here, man. I can show you. I'll leave right now. And he's like, damn right. Like, jeez. I mean, I get it, right? You own a property, some random person just stays parked there for a solid few minutes trying to figure out where everyone is, but like, jeez. It could have, that could have ended very badly. But yeah, just use some common sense. When Google Maps tells you to go up someone's driveway, don't do that. Stop, you know, on the side of the road, you know, not on their property. And then, you know, call up the person, be like, hey, I'm where Maps told me to go. What does the place look like? There you go. He legit looked like stereotypical redneck, you know, the skinny dude wearing jeans, and like he had the shotgun slung over the shoulder. He might as well have had like straw sticking out of his teeth, like had a piece of straw or whatever. He obviously didn't, but he might as well have, you know what I mean? Like he looked like redneck. I had my experience there with America. Something. Okay, so how much do we need to craft the nether wart hoe? I don't remember. Yeah, 3,000. Wait, what did I get? I got bronze, yeah. All right, let us check and see how we did. We got, that's my record, obviously, because I didn't have a farm before. 10 Jacob's tickets. Well, better than nothing, I guess. Now, how much nether wart do we have? Frozen Cool, thank you for the 2. Come to solo profile. No. Also, this song is kind of annoying. I can't do anything about it, though. There's no skip button. Ooh, that's a lot of nether wart. All right, hold on. Let's put this over here. And hold on. Anita. Hello. How do I acquire? Oh, I need 32 Jacob's tickets. Crap. Why did I spend all this on friggin' double drop chance? No, I need more Jacob's tickets. Well, anyway, we're gonna have to do more. We have to participate in more Jacob's festivals. And I'm pretty sure we only need 4 stacks of enchanted nether wart, so we can actually just put that back. Turbo wart. Pretty sure that's the first time I've gotten bronze in an event, so we don't have any more of that. Put that there. Oh, I just did a teleport. Micah, thank you for the 5. Hey, it's got my first gold in a wart contest. Time to get farming 60 with Derpy. Oh, hell yeah, it did. That's how you do it. And then get alchemy 50 right after with the cane you gathered. Or just profit massively. Either way. Okay, you know what's funny? This exact song was playing yesterday's stream when I had to take a bathroom break. And guess what's happening? I'll be back. I'm back. Is everyone saying egg? Yup. Why is it that they settle on egg every time? All right, anyway. So I think oh, look at how ugly that is now that it's not symmetrical anymore. I think the next bet for this profile is continuing to get the Jacob's tickets going, continue to get medals, farming XP, all that good stuff. But in order to do that, we are going to need a flying farm. So I was told that Chloe has a good design. I kind of want to see it. That's how you spell it, right? That is how you spell it. And it doesn't allow guests. Patrick Hennessy, thank you for the 10. I just want to say hi because I have to work and will probably miss the stream. Have a good one, everyone. And if you're near Anaheim, California, come and see me. Okay. I'm not going to say the address of where you're working, my man. But hey, I'm going to Anaheim in what's it called? In October. I'm going to VidCon, chat. I said this last time, but if you want to see me, yeah, VidCon. It's gonna be like October 22nd to 24th or whatever. I'll be at the Anaheim Convention Center because that's where they're doing VidCon. But yeah. Oh, so for all the people that showed up to the stream just now, this is the reason why the thumbnail is the way it is. Look at what they did to Derpy. He looks like this now. It's weird. I don't... Derpy's supposed to be a Steve with the eyes crossed, not this. These freaking cartoon eyes. It's very weird looking. Check your fishing minion real quick. Why is he full? That's not the minions. VidCon Pog. Oh! Oh, and it's playing Christmas music again. You know, these things happen. There's a whole category on Epidemic Sound just for Christmas music, and it's very confusing. Like, not that Christmas music is bad, but why Christmas specifically? I should use a storage expender. That would be a very good idea. Hey! Hey! Stop. Yeah, hold on. I have a storage expender. I might as well use it. I have 2 of them, I think. Yes. Ow. This is a large storage, right? Yeah. Extra large. Extra large. There we go. Now you should stop complaining because you have a whole chest of storage. That being said, the fishing minion probably needs a similar treatment. He also... Well, he's fine. He feels faster than typical minions, but not quite as fast as the tarantula minion does. Alright. So then what we can do is... Boop. Man, the sacks are great. It's a great feature for Iron Man profiles. It's so good. I mean, look at this. My entire inventory is clean now. You are ninja. What? What do you mean I am ninja? The only comparison I've had said to me about ninja is that I don't like stream snipers. As like a meme. By the way, what is the next festival? Cactus, cane, and wheat. Well, cane is going to be a very easy gold medal, so that's Pog. We can probably get the Jacobs tickets required from that. How many Jacobs tickets do you get from a gold? I don't know. It's hopefully at least 22. If not, we're gonna have to convert some bronze medals to tickets. Oh, and by the way, Manazvi, and I messed up your name, I'm sorry. Thank you for the 100 rupees. I tested and found out that full hurtful talisman reforges, I'm assuming, crit damage does more damage than full forceful, which is strength. Can you explain why I tested after strength nerf? Does it give the same crit damage as forceful gives strength? A gold is 25 tickets. Oh, good. That means, yeah, we'll be able to... Anyways, if hurtful gives... The thing is, after the nerf, crit damage and strength are calculated... They're added to the calculation the same. Chat, maybe you'll know. Does hurtful give more crit damage than forceful gives strength? I don't remember, honestly. I have demonic on my talisman, so I wouldn't know. But that would be the reason for your... Silky gives 1 more, yes. Oh yeah, Silky's a thing. I forgot about Silky. But you want... Okay, so the misconception... There is a misconception. You don't need the same crit damage and strength. Now that they count the same, you actually just want... Like, count them both as one number. So add your strength and crit damage. And you want to get that number as high as possible. because they count the same. So look for, instead of balance, you don't need balance anymore. Just look for whichever thing gives the highest number overall. And I think right now shaded is the way to go, even though shaded was used to balance them out, but that's just coincidence. That's what I've been told. Post strength nerf, you don't have to make them even anymore. Anyways, what do we do now? We have 10 Jacobs tickets. We're gonna get an easy gold medal on the sugar cane, because cane event. What's the next event after that? So in 2 hours, 1 hour and a half. Carrot, melon, mushroom. We can get melon. Oh, this is what I was gonna do. We need to build the farm layer. I know any farm needs to have dirt first, so we're gonna get our builder's wand, infinite dirt wand, do that thing. Now the thing that I want to know is, will I get screwed if I put dirt directly above the nether wart? I don't think so, but I need to test it, because I know soul sand obviously can be put right above nether wart and it'll grow, because that's what happened down here. But like, is doing this okay? Because soul sand is technically partially a transparent block, right? Or maybe not. I'm really not sure, if I'm going to be honest with you. If that is the way to go, I think I should probably put that directly above. I know that regular crops do need air directly above, so you can't do this. You'd have to put a block in between as well. It's fine. I have it like that on my island. Okay, apparently, okay. Chat says it works, so we're gonna go off that. So, I guess our first... Well, the thing is, the water might be a problem. I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe we'll use fence gates or something. Oh, but that's not gonna... Chat, I'm thinking about how to do the water for the farm. Because if I put the dirt here... then there would have to be water here, which means there'd have to be a block underneath. And if I'm going to do a block underneath, I'd have to do like signs or something, which would be terrible. And then signs would block me from breaking the nether wart. I think just for the safety of the water with the farm. I don't know how to spell their name. That player has not played SkyBlock. I know this person... Yeah, I know this person has good farm designs, but typically their island's not. And we might have to just make it 1 block higher for the water currents. I just don't know the actual design that we're supposed to go with. Slab? Oh, yeah! We could just do upper half slabs. That's a good idea, chat. Yeah, because if I do upper half slabs, I mean, you have to hit the lower end of the block anyways. Unless you're in a modern version. 2 E's. And their island's closed. Crap! Slabs would be the way to go, looking at it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do... Oh yeah, BLC has a thing now where you can actually... It shows you what you're going to do with the builder's wand, which is kind of cool. It's like a preview. Look up time diops. Visit time diops. Couldn't find this player. That's not a player. You mean Time Dio's island? I don't know what farms Dio has. Time Diop. The reason why I typed literally what you said is because there's a lot of players that have like spin-off names. Here, let me see. What the hell? Dio, why do you have so many freaking beans? You don't need that much bean. All right, well, let's see what he did for his flying farms, if he had flying farms. Did he have flying farms is the question. No, he did not have flying farms. Tidy up. No, his farms are the same as my farm designs on the solo, which turns out is not the best way to do it, so I cannot go off of that. So going back, that's a lot of beans. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hold on. There's a few other things I want to do first. Let's make that railway, or that railing that I was supposed to make. All right. So what we need is cobblestone and a big ring around the thing. We need a shovel. Golden shovel. We'll do the ring first and then we'll do the next layer. But we're also going to need cobblestone. How much of that do I have? Plenty. All right. Pog. Do we need any of the drops from this? No. No, we do not. So considering we have to work within the boundaries of the original island size, we have to get rid of... Oh god, that's gonna be annoying. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Unless the braking speed is high enough, it's not. Hey chat, you think people would get mad if I just kept it as is, but then added a railing outside? I'm not gonna friggin'... I'm not gonna make people mad. I'm just gonna do it. That's actually not too bad if I just do that. I'm gonna find a system for this. It's annoying, but I mean, whatever. Ah! I broke too much! Oh no. I broke too much. Wasn't supposed to do that. There we go. Kind of annoying, but whatever. Zuko, thank you for the 2. How much can I buy a mathematical hoe blueprint? It is for 1 gold medal and 35 Jacobs tickets. If you meant coins, stop skipping progression, nerd. Put in the time and you get the stuff. Don't clown yourself. You will get scammed. And if you can't get the gold medal, then get a bunch of bronzes and trade it up to a silver, or just get silvers if you can, then trade it up to a gold. It's not that hard, okay? You can buy Jacob's tickets off the bazaar. Getting gold tickets ain't that difficult. You can use a rookie hoe on whatever crop you need. And you can get at least bronze in a festival. I believe in you. It's 32, not 35. I meant 32. You know what I mean. I swear, dude. They just... people will find any way to skip the progression of this game. You know? I have farming 60 on my original profile, and guess what? I've never bought a hoe blueprint. This profile, I can't buy a hoe blueprint, but even if I could, I would not. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, actually, making the guardrail. We're only gonna need it for, like, just the edge here, honestly. So now I gotta fix all the nether wart that I broke by accident in the process. I swear, being near the edge and having to double jump gives me so much anxiety. After that one clip, okay. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna make a little thing right here. I need the pickaxe. Buying a blueprint is so worth, though it's not. It makes barely any difference. There we go. Really? It's a fine balance between getting too close and suffocating yourself or not getting close enough and missing the placement. And I ran out of blocks. And we're about to run out of cobble as well. Very good. This is taking too long. Oh, we're almost done. And then shovel. Whoa! I need to stop being so freaking risky. The edge of the map, man, gives me so much anxiety. All right. Yeah, so that should make it easier to do this now, which is good. Yeah, there we go. I just gotta do the other side. Why don't you use Optifine? What do you mean, why don't you use Optifine? What do you call this? Nolan, thank you for the Nolan, thank you for the 2. Juju Nons unite. Oh my. What is this, dude? That's the reason why I almost died. The double tapping of the space bar does not work. God, Skyblock, please. And I guess there is the aspect at the end if things go to crap. It's the freaking double jumps. They don't work as they're supposed to on Skyblock Islands. Ah! I also have to replant the wart as well. Can't forget to do that. I would like to look at someone's flying farm design with water before I actually start building it, but for right now we're focusing on this. Also in 15 minutes we're gonna get another farming festival, which will be Kane, which is perfect because we need the Jacob's tickets to craft another wart hoe, and then we can immediately give it turbo wart 1, which will be better than nothing, I guess. Oh, is that Connor Pugs in the chat? Hey, how you doing, man? I've been watching a lot of your videos recently. I remember back in the day I used to watch a lot of like Luna, and before Leafy was toxic I used to watch Leafy. I'm getting a lot of those kind of vibes, like the life experience commentary videos. Good stuff. Also kind of like a little bit of news in there too. Yeah, how you doing, man? Dude, I love Luna. Big inspiration for the stories. Hey, I wasn't too far off there. Yeah, I don't know why I stopped watching them. It just, you know, how it is with YouTube. Sometimes you just, people fall off from your recommended and you just kind of forget about it for a while. What is SkyBlock Hardcore? I cannot interact with anybody and I can't die. So basically Iron Man, but I made this before Iron Man was a thing, so... we definitely do not have enough cobble to finish this. Luna makes music now? I've noticed that. A lot of YouTubers make... like, they... I don't know if they end their YouTube career, but their next step is usually music, which would not apply to me. I highly doubt at any point I would ever release anything music related, just because that is like so opposite my skill set. Would you rather do an Iron Man profile or this? Well, the thing is, if I got to play on an Iron Man profile from the start, I probably wouldn't have included the no death rule, because Iron Man in itself is different enough, so that would have been nice. I mean, the no death roll, I guess, makes things kind of interesting and has a lot of scary moments. Oh, wait, we had more cobble in that. I knew that. So you got a creative mind, right? For what did you get it for? I got it for the SkyBlock implementation of the Builder's Wand. So there's a lot of people that say I don't deserve it. And to them, I say, did you code a version that would work properly with SkyBlock systems? Because there's a lot of Builder's Wands that have been released, right? A lot of them, in modded especially, but they don't work in the way that you would want for a SkyBlock server. And I wrote the literal description for this item. You see this right here? Right click the face of a block to extend all connected block faces. That is my wording. And as you could look up that phrase, that did not exist as far as I know until like 2018, which is, well, not even 2018. That phrase I came up with way later, but I coded the Builder's Wand that ended up being the inspiration for the SkyBlock one back in 2018 before SkyBlock even existed. So if you're still on the fence of whether or not I deserve the creative mind, well, I would say, I would argue, relatively speaking, I am more worthy than anyone else who's tried to get the Builder's Wand added to SkyBlock. So there you go. Whether or not I'm worthy in general could be up for question, sure. But relative to anyone else who suggested the Builder's Wand, I definitely was the one that made it the most likely to be implemented. But anyway, that's one of the go-to phrases for the dem haters out there. They're like, oh, he got it because you're the rank. Well, how about I got it because it's what they wanted to add to the game. And not to mention, I did make a video talking about how it could be used. In my example, I literally was like, what if you tried to build a farm with it on your island? And what do people do with it? They build farms in their island. So like, yeah. And you know, I didn't come up with the idea of an Iron Man profile, but I definitely had a part in popularizing it, which probably led to the actual profile being implemented in the game. And you know, that in terms of SkyBlock, Rage Train was the first, but in terms of like vanilla-ish, that's Omicron's thing as well. But I also had a part in I was talking with Jay Varman for a long time about that potentially being a new SkyBlock mode. It didn't end up happening. It might still happen, but for right now, it's not a thing. Oh, here's something has anyone ever tried lava fishing on their private island? Is that a thing? That's something I wanted to ask, because I remember way back when vanilla-ish was still a thing. Me and Jaya had a conversation about how to make it fair to get every item in the game without leaving your island, and the topic of lava fishing came up. And this was long before it was implemented. Is that like a thing? Can you do that? I've never tried it on a private island, but... Uh-oh. Why is there an announcement on the server that pinged everybody? Oh, okay. It's just about account hacks and... Okay. You're a market manipulator. You know? Sometimes. Not that frequently, to be honest. I've done it maybe 3 or 4 times ever, and intentionally. The rest of the times are accidental. Yes, but you don't get lava sea creatures. Okay. Why not lava sea creatures? That's annoying. So you don't get creatures, but you do get drops, which is interesting. All right, so there we go. The netherwort farm is officially done because we have a railing now, so that we don't fall off the edge. Now, I am considering adding a full railing for peace of mind more than anything, because falling in the void is a terrifying concept. Like, doing this is a little scary, but is it worth removing? I don't know. Probably not. Do you play an instrument? Nah, I do not, and I have an excuse. If anyone saw my 100,000 sub special, they would know that I have a screwed up thumb. My thumb is shaped strangely. Well, it's not shaped straight. It's shaped normal, but it has like no joint. So like, I can't use it like a normal thumb. So because of that, I'm able to get out of a lot of things. I'm pretty sure one of which is if there was ever a draft or like participating in the military, I don't have to do it. I'm fairly certain. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain. But also I tried, my mom tried putting me in a lot of stuff when I was younger. Like she tried setting me up for like swim lessons. I was really good at swimming and she wanted me on a team for it. And it wasn't really my choice, but I intentionally did badly during the tryouts for the swim thing. So I got out of it. That has nothing to do with my thumb, but she also, tried getting me into trumpet. And then I couldn't play the trumpet properly because my thumb is weird. But anyways, is that like a thing? Draft dodger? Oh, wait. Oh, you mean for the military? Yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm not even eligible for it anyways. Chat wants death count, so there it is. 0. People swim without legs. No, I'm not saying the thumb has anything to do with swimming. It's backstory because my mom likes to sign me up. When I was younger, she would sign me up for things I didn't want to do. One of which was trumpet. And I got out of it because my thumb is weird. Oh, you know what? I should undo that. There we go. I should also undo that. And the undo is expired. Very good. Here, hold on. Let's get... People swim with no legs. Yeah, I know. I used to swim a lot in my younger days. That is satisfying. Okay, so now we need to dig out just like this. So we should be able to fit 2 more full width flying farms underneath the map before it starts to get in the way. Maybe a few more, but it's gonna start getting real cramped. Ghost Killer, thank you for the 5. Military equals trap. I'm not gonna make any comments on that because, you know, it could be seen as controversial or political or whatever. But you can, if you look on Twitter somewhere, you can find an opinion I've made on the draft that may or may not have said that if there ever was one, Canada's gonna look real nice. Anyway, yeah, I am not. I am a big advocate for being able to choose what you do with your life, and you know, if you want to be in the military, then freaking do it. There's a lot of benefits, you know. If you were to ever want to buy a house after you're done, VA loans are freaking great. There's a lot of good job prospects or whatever. But if you're unwillingly brought into the system, that's when I start to have a problem, you know? Anyway, there are plenty of volunteers is what I'm saying. And, you know, you get some really good everything. You get, like, isn't it, like, lifetime health insurance and, like, lifetime... Don't you get, like, a certain pay as well? I don't remember too much about it. It is a lot of... You get free education, too. You get to go to college free. I remember they had a booth over at RAT when they were at the career fair for the military. And they would pay for your schooling and everything. It was crazy. But, again, I'm not interested in being in a combat situation or really even associating with combat situations because I would no longer be a civilian. And that is not something I would like to be considered a civilian because if there was ever an enemy of America, I don't want to be a target. And if I'm a citizen, that would imply that I have nothing to do with the inner workings of the military. Okay, I think I should build a railing here as well. Here, hold on. Let's, we need cobble. Lifetime health insurance, people from the UK. Ah, so the normal deal then, yeah. Us Americans don't have that benefit. What are you doing? I am in the process of setting up another flying farm. Yeah, I know the draft isn't a thing right now, but I mean, it could be at some point. I don't want any part in that. All those benefits, yet so many vets are homeless and left without. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like, again, it's starting to get a little political, so I don't really want to talk too much about it, but the military is just not something I'm interested in. Gummy worms or gummy bears? If offered either, I would eat it, but gummy bears. Quilliflix. I definitely said that wrong. Thank you for joining, becoming a member. That's the second tier. Ooh. For those of you that do not know, that second tier allows you to get an insight on my life. You get to see my my daily goals, well, weekly goals. I make a little document for every week where I show off all the things I'm supposed to be doing each day. Gummy sharks. Ah, those are the best. I love those. You get discount at Disney World and stuff for being... Yeah, there are benefits to being in the military. I mean, you get discounts a lot of places. Like, some restaurants will serve you for free. But that's up to their jurisdiction. That's not like a program, you know? That's just an establishment wanting to support the military or whatever. But I'm good to being a civilian. I'm happy with that life. I made 1.4 million coins because of your vid. Which one? The flipping? Probably the flipping. Is this another wart farm but with dirt? No, it's a flying farm. So it's a similar design, but it's with regular crops. My inventory is full of dirt. You know what I can do? I can make another layer of dirt just to get rid of what's in my inventory. So the thing is, unlike netherwart, you do need a block above it. I think it's either for lighting or something else. You need a 2-block gap, which is concerning because I do not know how much space we have left. Are we using the dirt in my inventory? We are not. Infinite dirt 1, please. Don't spawn into dirt because I have plenty to use right now. It's still working in my... Stop! There you go. Cane event? Oh yeah, you're right. You got like 4 minutes. Ooh, it's one of the fan mail songs. Time for Cane. Wait, do I not have... Oh, it's that corner. That one specific corner that doesn't have the right thing. What's your opinion on Derpy? Best mare in the game. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done this, but now we have rancher boots. So what is it, 325? 327? I think it's 327. There we go. 327% speed. And then we get elephant pet. Turning sugarcane hoe. Other stuff in my inventory with farming for dummies. Controls. Attack switch with... Wait, jump? No. Oh, yeah. Yes. So then we... it's been so long since I've done this. Ever since farming 60. There we go. And off we go. Up. I did not mean to do that. Let's put the volume down as well. The thing is, mid-event, we're going to have to change to a different layer, which is annoying. Do you watch any sports? Nah. I don't really watch much TV in general, to be honest. Like, I haven't owned a TV until, like, half a year ago, and even then, I don't even use it. I watch movies on it, like, maybe once a month. I don't even have cable. Cable's such a waste of money. Just have internet and use Netflix or something, or like, or HBO or Amazon Prime. Like, why would you waste an additional like $50 a month for cable? Like, what? It's such a waste. Just to watch a bunch of ads anyways. Like, bruh. Have you seen Gravity Falls? No. I have not. Yeah, Fire TV sticks are good. I use a Roku personally. Why you like this? I nudged the... That's fine. I have heard that Gravity Falls is good though. Throwback to when you could plug in a TV and start watching it without paying for anything. You know, that's something that my little brother managed to do in Florida. Like, apparently there's like just radio signals just out there in the middle of nowhere. And you can pick up on it with like a freaking tin can and like a wire, and that's what he did. And I was like, that's kind of neat. He managed to pick up on some radio signals just in the local area, like free TV stations just being broadcast without paying for a service. I was gonna say the only reason for getting cable is sports, but then I remembered that you get stuff like ESPN Plus on YouTube TV. Yeah, like what's the point? Like, the thing is that the YouTube subscriptions are really freaking annoying. Or not YouTube, just the subscriptions in general are really annoying. Have you ever watched Stranger Things? I have not. I watched 2 episodes and then got bored. That being said, like most shows, I have a feeling it gets better after the first 2 episodes, because I know Rick and Morty was definitely a little underwhelming in their first episode. But everything afterwards was awesome. So maybe I should give Stranger Things another chance. I don't watch that much media. The only show I've watched the whole thing through was probably Rick and Morty. I watched a lot of Futurama on YouTube, like clips of it, but I've never actually seen a full episode or movie. I want to watch that Amazon Prime one. I think it was Invincible or something. Chat told me what it was called yesterday. I don't remember. I got Farming 30 in 2 days. Is that good? Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good, what, a fourth of the way to Farming 50? That's not bad. Patrick Hennessy, thank you for the 5. Anyone old enough to remember bunny ears? Like putting foil on them to boost the signal. You mean like analog TV where it's got like the... I've heard of having to do that. Watch Lucifer, Stranger Things, Cobra Kai. My dad watches Cobra Kai on my Netflix. I gave him the login, because why not? Lucifer I've seen clips of online. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV. But like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of YouTube, though. A stupid amount of YouTube. But I guess it makes sense because I make a lot of YouTube videos as well. Ooh, Cultivating 7? Pog? Yeah, I'm a big fan of like sci-fi stuff, like Futurama and Rick and Morty. Love that stuff. Which is funny because I'm one of the most PC people you're ever gonna meet, but I like to watch Rick and Morty. I don't know how that works, but like there is a clip floating around the internet where I almost got hit by a car and my reaction did not have a swear. So that's when you know I am not putting up a front. This is not a character. people think, oh, he's just being PC because Minecraft YouTubers got to get that juicy ad revenue. No, I'm too awkward to swear. I do not vocalize swears. And everybody, I don't care who you are, if you're putting up some character, if you get startled, then you default. Like, there are people that have, for example, English as a second language, right? They get startled, their expletives are in their native language. Like, it's uncontrollable. But I just don't swear. It's not a thing. One Punch Man's good. I saw season 1 of that, actually. I was having a really low point, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna binge something. I binged that. It was very good. Will you ever do profile reviews with people in your chat? Maybe for a one-off video, but not as a regular thing. It seems too boring. Don't you mean PG? What did I say before? I don't know what I said before, but I'm probably one of the most PG people in terms of, like, well, I imply things, but I don't swear. So maybe I'm not the most PG. Yeah, that's not true, because if you were to compare me to, like, one of those cringy, like, toy review channels that's, like, really exciting, or exciting voice, but, like, really baby voice and all that, like, I'm not PG in that sense, but, you know, PC. Oh, I meant PG. Whatever. You know what I mean, chat. I don't like to baby chat. I'm just too friggin' awkward to swear. Don't watch season 2 of One Punch Man. It kind of sucks. I've been told that, but you know, I still kind of want to watch it. I just don't know how to get it without paying money, because I am a cheap person, which is something I have to work on, but you know. Debatably damn is a swear. It's also a contraption that holds water back. I don't think it's a swear. It shouldn't be a swear. My friend is trading his old Skyblock profile for an MVP plus rank. Is that counted as IRL trading? Kinda. I don't know if it's gonna... Hard to say. I don't know if you're gonna get caught for it, but technically I would imagine that is probably IRL trading. Wow. Bad Boy Halo doesn't swear? I mean, I don't know his motivation. I just know my motivation is being too awkward. Super Dolph, thank you for the NOK 20. Just got full Legion 3 shark armor on my Iron Man. Ew. Legion 3. That's probably the smart thing to do, financially speaking, because it's a lot of coin for the 5 version of that. Have you watched Harry Potter? Yes. One of my favorite series of all time. That and Terminator 1 and 2. 3 was not great, but it was still technically one of the original Terminators. Everything after that's like complete garbage, but at least the third one was kind of a Terminator movie. But Back to the Future, all 3 were beautiful, beautiful movies. Would you burp for $5? I could do it for free. Wow. that was weird. I'm a cheap person, says this as he's playing Minecraft on a $1,200 graphics card. To be fair, chat, I need it for because I'm not just playing Minecraft on it. I'm playing Minecraft while recording, while streaming at the same time with 4 Chrome tabs open and Discord and selective audio routing, as well as having voice meters, virtual audio cable up. That's how I separate the audio. And GoXLR software, and I bet there's some other processes going on in the background. It takes a lot. Recording and streaming at the same time is just something you don't really hear about often, but it's a thing. Once I yelled Jesus Christ on a trip when someone scared me, and I got a whole lecture from my teacher who hates swearing and is very religious. The problem with that, right, is that, like, it's so ingrained in society to have that as one of your, like, gut reactions. So is it really something that should be considered a bad thing? You're just saying a name. It's not like, I don't know. It just seems a little much. I mean, come on. People gut react swear, for example, right? It's very hard to not do that. But I don't have that problem because I don't swear. Out of awkwardness. Do you like Star Wars? It's okay. It's pretty good. It's not the best. But, you know, it was alright. Is SkyBlock getting better or just more grindy? Oh, it's definitely getting more grindy. It is a very grindy game. Do you plan on doing something for 400k? I do plan on doing a special video. I don't know if it's going to be up in time for 400k though, but I really want to. Your streams are coming back up. Let's go. Yeah, right now we're at 1,500 viewers, which is a little low, but you know, it's a farming thing. I mean, we're not doing farming the whole time. Like, if we were to have an update day stream right about now, it'd probably be 2 or 3 times this amount of people. A Duck, thank you for the 5. What's a cheap mythic chest plate that doesn't have a kata requirement over 14? I have 3/4 Shadow Assassin. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That you're having the wrong mindset. A good cheap mythic chest plate, like, first of all, rarity is a bonus. Like, the reforge and all that is a bonus. What you should be looking at is, like, the base stats of the chest plate. Like, for example, like, I have a Pioneer pickaxe that's special rarity, like, technically highest rarity in the game if you recom it, but it has +1 mining speed, you know? Like, same goes for armor, you know? There are legendary chest plates that are garbage. Like zombie knight, or not zombie knight, but like zombie soldier chest plates you can get legendary recom to mythic. First of all, there are no chest plates that are base mythic, so if you want mythic you have to recom it, first of all. Second of all the good chest plates are kata requirements. Like, I mean, I'd tell you the withered armors, Necron, Storm, those have a floor 7 requirement, I'm fairly certain. Maybe not. Maybe that's... I'm pretty sure they have a floor 7 requirement. Or is it a kata level? I don't freaking remember. I think it's a... I think you just have to finish floor 7. But, yeah, you're not thinking of it right. You got, I'm trying to think. Honestly, if what you're trying to do is get your damage up, invest in talismans, get your combat level up, you know, little things. Get your bestiary leveled up so you can get combat XP faster. Yeah, it's floor 7 completion. That's what I thought. Perfect chest plate? I mean, technically, but why would you have a perfect chest plate? I mean, if you're using... I guess you can go 3/4 Shadow Assassin with perfect chest plate, but why? If you already have Zombie Knight chestplate, why get a perfect chestplate? It just doesn't... if you're going tanky, I guess. But anyway, your mindset ain't in the right place. You should be trying to progress a little bit more organically instead of trying to skip ahead. Like, there's a few instances where you should skip ahead, absolutely. Like, getting a Livid Dagger instead of having to go through the hassle of crafting, you know, Reaper Falchion, Scorpion Foil, Pooch Sword. Like, you know, there are easier ways to do that, but... Okay, this is where things get weird. I have to do this now. Oh, that's so weird. I have to press 2 different keys now. Do you think that getting prehistoric eggs and mining cobble in a cobble gen would be a good early game money making method? Yeah, actually, that's not terrible. Prehistoric eggs, you know, that's not a bad idea. Why am I getting targeted by Nightbot? You probably said something in the filter. Don't mention the state of the game or Dugans and you should be fine. What is your speed when you farm? That's the white number in the bottom left. That 327. How many hours have you put into this game approximately in this profile? I can tell you after the event if you remind me. With /playtime. Do you ever invest in stuff like long-term in SkyBlock? Oh yeah. I got plasma buckets for every minion. I upgraded the bank like one level beyond what I probably should have. I have a Krampus helmet in one of the minions. There's a few other ones. Those are the big ones. Like, I have a lot of long-term investments on my profile, which makes sense because, you know, I don't plan on quitting anytime soon, so. I mean, the plasma bucket thing literally would take a year to pay off, I'm pretty sure. What's your favorite food? Anything with cheese in it's my go-to answer. But if I'm not feeling for that, which is very unlikely, but if I'm not, breaded chicken's great. Anything that's breaded and fried, I'd probably like. I remember once at a casino, my dad brought me to. There was a free buffet, and they had, like... I did not think I would like clams, but they had, like... I don't know if it was clams, but some seafood, clam, shellfish type thing breaded and fried. It was really good. It was very good. Typical American likes fried food and cheese. Maybe that explains why I'm struggling to lose any weight right now. Shrimp? No, it was something other than shrimp. That being said, I do like fried shrimp too. But... to be fair, though, I don't have fried food all that often. Like, I breaded my own chicken tenders and baked it, and that tastes fine. Especially with panko, it almost tastes like it's been fried. Yeah, mac and cheese is the best. Probably, like, the go-to, like, if I'm feeling really, like, if I have, like, massive cravings for a specific thing, it's probably gonna be, like, breaded chicken with some ketchup. And then on the side, like, a little bowl of mac and cheese. Especially Annie's brand mac and cheese. Very nostalgic. Do you drink alcohol? Nope. I do not. Legally speaking, I could have starting 2 years ago, but I haven't. Calamari? Yeah, that's pretty good. Oyster? Probably was oyster fried. I don't know. Yeah, it was probably oyster now that I think about it. Yeah, casinos are great. They have very cheap, but also very lavish food, because the assumption is if they pull you in with, like, even if you don't have a voucher, which a lot of them will give you a first-time voucher, even without the voucher, it's like 20 bucks for as much as you can eat, and it's really good quality food. Like, would highly recommend it if you're able to go to a casino. Don't even gamble, just get the just get the buffet. It's freaking great. That's like that's a real life money tip for you. If you want like a really lavish meal but don't want to spend like $200 for a party of 2, pay 40 bucks and each of you get a freaking crazy buffet. That's a good idea. Imagine a first date at a casino. That'd be so funny. Just bring a girl in, pay 20 bucks a person, and get like the best meal ever. That's what I should do. The thing is, there's not a lot of casinos in. Are there in Tampa? I don't know about Tampa, because that's where I'm planning on going. But if I were to move to like Nevada or whatever, which, you know, is probably not going to happen, but it's another one of those states with no income tax. So, you know, it's a possibility, I guess. Anyway. What's another money tip? Okay, here's purchases that will guaranteed save you money. Dash cam. If you start driving, get a dash cam. Because all it takes is one person trying to insurance scam you or insurance fraud, or someone hits you, which is very likely. Almost every person that drives eventually at some point gets involved in an accident one way or the other. Even if it's not your fault, especially if it's not your fault, you want a dash cam. Will save you so much money in insurance. Coffee maker. If you like coffee, going to Starbucks, paying, even if it's like $4 a day, that's like over $120 a month on just coffee. If that math is correct. 28 times 4. Yeah, man, just get a friggin' coffee machine. 20-cent iced coffee. That's another one that can save you a lot of. How does the dash cam work? If it's a good dash cam like the one I got, it should record in front of your car as well as in the cabin, and it will constantly be monitoring what's going on. And then the second there's like a high movement situation, let's say you braked really hard because there was something in the road, or maybe you stopped for a deer, or you swerved really aggressively, chances are that means something happened that it should record. So like you either got in an accident or a near miss, or there was some crazy driver you're trying to avoid. Then it will record it, and then I use an app where I'm able to view all the recordings it made and then download them to my phone. How do you have 327 speed and not lose any sugarcane? Because I'm leaning on the wall. Instead of pressing both keys like this, or instead of, well, the angle's perfect. It's a strategy. I think I'm going to finish this layer of cane just for simplicity's sake. Yeah, another money saving tip is to, if you're looking to buy a car, if you're considering getting a used, or if you're considering getting a new car, just get a car from like 3 or 4 years ago. So instead of like doing what I did, getting a 2020 Civic, I should have gotten like a 2017 Civic, because at that point it's already depreciated so much in value, but it's still almost a new car. So you save a lot of money that way. What's your favorite fast food? Checkers and Rallies. Only been there like 3 times. Best fries I've ever had in my life. And the rest of the food's actually really good too. Close second would probably be Wendy's. Well, not a close second actually. Their fries are kind of garbage compared to Checkers. Five Guys is awesome, but there's not a lot of them where I've lived. Yeah, Checkers and Rallies and Five Guys are insanely good quality. Probably my least favorite would be Burger King, because it's just, if you let that food sit for more than 5 minutes, you're going to start tasting all the grease and grossness, and you're going to have a terrible stomachache, and it's just not even that good in the first place. But it's the only fast food that Warwick has, and that's the town near me, so I'm stuck with it. So I don't really get fast food like at all. I've heard Chick-fil-A is good, but I've only had it once, and it was food delivery, and it was kind of cold, so I'm not going to base my opinion off that. Have you ever heard of a restaurant called Culver's? I've seen a lot of good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've never had it, though, because there's none near me. But I have heard it's one of the best. Yeah, Burger King is just freaking garbage. Oh, / playtime. 847 hours in this profile. Just a good chunk of time of my life. Favorite ice cream flavor? Probably vanilla. Chocolate ice cream is gross to me. Strawberry ice cream is not bad, but typically the reason why I like vanilla though is you can mix anything into it, toppings wise, and it's always good. I don't know, chocolate is just too much. I'd rather have chocolate bits in vanilla ice cream than chocolate ice cream. Does that make sense? It's just too much chocolate. Like, I like things that have chocolate in it. Like, my favorite candy of all time is Reese's. But, like, just straight up eating chocolate, nah. Yeah, strawberry ice cream is actually not that bad. Like, when I was younger, I used to think it was gross and weird. But, like, there was this deal that Checkers and Rallies had. It was like a $1 ice cream cone, and they, like... It was a massive ice cream cone, and they only offered it in strawberry. And I tried it, and it was great, actually. Can you make a playlist for the hardcore series? I already did. If you go to the playlist tab, you can find it on my channel. What's your opinion on German food? I don't even know what German food really is, other than different types of sausage, right? I don't know what else there is. Do you like M&Ms? They're okay, but it's mostly chocolate though. Salted caramel? Oh, that's awesome. You know, I like a lot of those weird flavors like Ben and Jerry's. They have like a cinnamon one that's really good. They have a salted caramel flavor ice cream is really, really good. I think I'm a bigger fan of like, I just think chocolate overpowers everything. Just makes everything too... Ironically, people make fun of people that like vanilla because it is too simple. But ironically, right? If you have too much chocolate, that's all you taste. So in a sense, it's also very, very simple. Like vanilla with toppings mixed in is more complex than chocolate ice cream. Which I find very funny. Because, you know, like, because being called vanilla is like being called someone who likes the basic thing that everyone else likes. But in reality, that's what chocolate is. And now if you just had vanilla and nothing else, then I guess, yeah, it's simple. Which, you know, I don't mind just vanilla by itself. But my favorite is with stuff mixed in. Actually, if we're talking ice cream, has anyone ever had the pumpkin ice cream from Trader Joe's before? That is like the hidden gem that I always forget it exists, but then I remember and I'm like, ah, that's the number one. Growing up, that was my favorite ice cream. And I can't get it. It's only available for like a month at Trader Joe's only. Like, it's so hard to get, but it's so good. The thing is, it's not even pumpkin. Like, it doesn't really have... It's like pumpkin spice, basically. So it's like a lot of cinnamon and nutmeg and stuff like that. It's so good. If you have the chance, if there's a Trader Joe's near you, in like... The thing is, it's so rare. You're gonna have to check, like, every 2 weeks from, like, September to November. Starting in September. Like, it's so hard to find. Because I went there in late October, and it wasn't there. And I was so sad last season. I will make a 40-minute drive out just to get a pint of that ice cream. So nostalgic, so tasty. All right, there we go. We're done. The closest Trader Joe's is like an hour and a half away. Trust me, man, it's worth it. That ice cream is unlike any other ice cream you'll ever have. Wait, what? Oh. Did I just crashed my game? Oh, what the? Everything's dying. Controls. Oh, there we go. We're good. There we go. That was weird. I don't know what was happening, but anyway. Oh yeah, so we got the gold medal and we got tickets. 25. Which means we have 35 because I got 10 before, which means boom. We can get one of these. And then we need to get more. Or maybe not. Oh, you don't need more Jacob sticks. Oh, we can get the netherwort toe right away. I want it. No. Compactor, you need to stop. Newton netherwarts hoe. Very good, very good. And then put that back. And then we put that there. How does one upgrade? So we need a stack of Jacob's tickets and 4 stacks of enchanted netherwort. That's a yikes. Well, we might as well get it somewhat enchanted. So let's grab... Turn chat to fast mode. No. Have you seen Derpy? It's the thumbnail. What do you mean, have I seen Derpy? It's literally the thumbnail of the stream. Look at him. Look at that face. Anyways. Have you seen Derpy? No, I had someone make the thumbnail for me. I've been out all week. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Farming for dummies. And I believe I have a harvesting 6, a bunch of them somewhere. Yes, I do. Wait. Can you put harvesting on a hoe? You can, and I did. But you can't put on the axes, right? You cannot. Okay, so we are good. Who's your favorite mayor? If it is Jerry, anyone else? Oh, Derpy's my favorite mayor. Well, no, Technoblade is my favorite mayor. I keep forgetting about Technoblade. But, you know, before Techno, he's just OP. Of course he's the best mayor, because of course he is. But if we're talking all the other mayors, then Derpy. Alright, so farming for dummies have been applied. Harvesting 6 applied. And telekinesis. Nice. That's as max as we can get it for now. 75 farming fortune. Very good. And the counter's at 0. Once we hit 100,000 netherwort collected, then we can upgrade it. Nice. Then we can put this guy up here. Oh, we got another turbo cane, which we're not going to need. Put replenish on it. Oh, is that a thing I have to... Oh, crap. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. Oh, good. We're fine. I was like, oh, no. Do we not have enough enchanted cookie? We are fine. I need paper. There we go. Replenish 1. I was about to get scared there for a second. Put turbo ward on it. Oh yeah, you know, you're right. Thank you, chat. Turbo cane. We have a lot of turbo cane because I already maxed out what I had there. Turbo wart and replenish. Yes. We're also gonna probably need some Titanics, or not Titanics, some grand bottles. Yep. Slash anvil. Why does replenish not count as a maxed enchantment? Because it is. And then turbo wort. Nice. So now we have to get some collection on it. Hopefully with this we should be able to get silver, I'm assuming. Let me put that in there. Trying to clean up the inventory a little bit. Do we need the shovel? Yes, we do, because we're doing that. Cultivating? Ah, you're right. You are correct. I can also put cultivating, and I have the bits for it, so why not? Yes. There we go. Now we're fine, right? Nothing else. Oh, and we need to put blessed on it. Why do I keep forgetting all these things? Okay. Now we need blessed, which is from this blessed fruit. And then we put that in here. Blessed Newton netherwarts hell. Why do I keep forgetting? Unique coin. Yes. Now that is the most I can put on it, other than Turbo Wart 5 and a recom. Well, we're not going to recom it because we only have one on this profile. Yes. All right. With that being said, let's get 100,000 collection. That's really easy to do. Should take not long. Let's start here. Gotta line myself up. There we go. So we're gonna get cultivating up. We're gonna upgrade it to uncommon. And then we will have to wait until we get more festivals done to get the tickets required to upgrade it again. Now that we have a wall there, it's actually quite nice. I just want to line it up better. There we go. Delicate 5. That is not necessary on this. Yeah, I know, 1.8 moment. Can you explain the title of the stream? Derpy's skin is weird looking. That's the title. Or that's your explanation. Ah! I cracked my knuckles. There we go. Where do I get the new special pickaxe from, Jerry? Did you log in during the alpha for Crystal Hollows? That's what you need in order to actually get that. If you did not do that, then you don't get it, which is unfortunate. What should the next sword be after Aspect of the Dragons? Probably Livid Dagger. Unless I'm forgetting some intermission weapon. I don't think I am. Maybe Aspect of the End, but with strong. I don't know. Probably not. No. If I had to guess, Livid Dagger would probably be the best. Cultivating 4 already. Nice. Flower of Truth. Is it cheaper than Livid Dagger? In which case, yes. You should do that. Yeah, Flower of Truth is a good weapon. I sold my Livid Dagger, but I still have my Flower of Truth because honestly, you don't really need both. They do very similar amounts of damage. Yeah, Flower of Truth is what I'd recommend then, actually. Do people put One for All on a Flower of Truth? I don't know if that's a meta thing. Probably not. I've never heard of people doing that, but it could be good. I don't know. Maybe. Probably. One for All is good on every weapon. So, I mean, then again, having Ultimate Wise on it would be nice so you can use the ability more often. That's something with the Livid Dagger. The ability is useless. Yeah, okay, yeah. Flower of Truth is only 3 mil and no requirements. Yeah, that's a good weapon. One for All is better on Livid Dagger? Probably. I mean, One for All just gives you base weapon damage, doesn't it? So you can make most weapons good. It's too powerful in the meta right now. I mean, if you get a drop, it's probably better just to sell it for money than it is to use on a weapon, unless you absolutely have to. Do you have any tips for new SkyBlock YouTubers? Good luck. SkyBlock YouTube is so overcrowded right now. Not to mention the game itself is devoid of anything interesting to do. And if there is something interesting, like 10 people have already done it. But you lose Siphon. Yup. One for All is too powerful right now. I think they shouldn't nerf it, but I think they should buff the rest of the enchants, or just Sharpness, Smite, Bane of Arthropods. All the special enchantments, like damage enhancing enchantments, should be buffed. Not to match One for All, but just to the point where like it at least competes. Like that would be the best way to balance it out, honestly. Just make Sharpness, Smite, Bane of Arthropods better. That's all you need to do to balance the game a little bit better. Stop farm, you noob. Why? Can you do ultimate wise on a Flower Truth? Yeah, you can. It's pretty good. Will you start a new co-op? I've been saying I'm not starting a new island, but Fezzi's literally begging me to do a new series so it'd be easier to make videos for like 2 months. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to give Fezzi the best experience possible, because when you edit VODs all day, every day, you start to kind of go crazy, and I don't want him to literally like lose his mind and his sleep, and you know, it'd be the only way we can really get ahead. I don't know. I'm not a fan of starting. I said so many times I wasn't going to start a new profile, but here we are, kind of in need of a new profile. Do a dungeons profile? Yeah, no. Start something new that isn't Hypixel. That's what I want to do, but there's nothing out there that I could really see working right now. It would be nice to do another series. I just... What I'd want right now would be some mod pack to get really popular. Then we can do a series on it, and that would be beautiful. Like, imagine if Blightfall came out for the first time like a month from now. Oh my god, that'd be incredible. Not even a month from now, a week from now. Blightfall was such a good pack, but now it's like literally 7 years old, so like who the hell is gonna play that and watch that? But like if it was new, the premise was really cool, the mods were really good, the story was interesting, everything about it was so good. Andy Bendy, thank you for the 2. Hey, 30. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. Been up for about 7 hours now. 8 hours. How to make money as a mid-game player. Sludge farming with Hound Pet. And then sell it on Bazaar for profit. Oh, look at that. We hit 100,000. Hey. What's the next one? 10 million. Okay, we're done. There we go. Much better now. So what's the bonus on this guy? We get the blessed bonus. 7 farming fortune from that. We get 5 from farming for dummies. We get 75 from harvesting 6. And we get 10% more from the perk of the hoe itself. All right, well there you go. That's done. So now once we get another Netherward event, we might as well try that. What's the next farming festival that's coming up in about 15 minutes? Carrot, melon, mushroom. So I guess we'll do melon so we can get at least a silver medal. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that was a little close. Oh, game, really? Quifix, thank you for the 40... What is that currency? I keep forgetting. Rupees. There we go. I'm still gonna try though because I'm enjoying SkyBlock right now. Gonna try what? On Fezzi's stream, he was saying he wanted to get you into Splitgate. That would not work on the channel. As a casual game to play, maybe. Honestly, there's a slight chance Sea of Thieves might work on the channel. It's not that similar, but I've noticed a lot of people in the Minecraft space do play it, so maybe as a short series, I don't know. It'd probably be similar to a Subnautica in terms of popularity, which is not a good thing. Like, Subnautica was close enough that the channel wouldn't die uploading it, but... Try Five Nights at Freddy's. Do you know how long it's been since that game has been algorithm? It's been a long time. Sea of Thieves is toxic sometimes. I don't even know how it really works, if I'm gonna be honest. Man, Block Zapper is so overhyped. Everyone's like, oh, Block Zapper, do it! It's so bad though. Block Zapper is hot garbage. Want to see why? Wait, hold on. Where do I have it? It's so garbage. So it's like, oh, that was good. But then look what happens if you do it for too long. Your inventory's full. That wasn't what I was gonna get to. Hold on. Let's see, where did I... Oh my god. Inventory space. Ah, you lucky Block Zapper. You ran out of stuff to zap before you freaking wimped out like you usually do. Alright, so what I was gonna say is that what happens is... first of all, this happens. What the hell? So I have to fix this now. It isn't without its faults. Also, literally, it was like 1 or 2 rows away from going, you don't have enough energy. Because they nerfed it so that it makes cobble generators worse, which is really annoying because it makes the whole item worse. Tyler, thank you for the 5. I've been watching you for a little over a year now, and I love your content. I'd like to see you play Fallout New Vegas. You know, there has been a voice in the audience where it's like, play Fallout New Vegas. Like, there's a sizable number of people. I don't know if it's sizable enough because, like, it's one thing if there's a vocal minority, right, in my audience that wants something. The problem is with the otherwise neutral viewers that don't care one way or the other. Would they click it if they saw it in the recommended? Absolutely not. That's the problem with Fallout New Vegas. I love that game to death. It is probably going to be my #1 game of all time forever. Unless they make a better Fallout, which they haven't since then. But, like, who would watch it, though? It's so different from Minecraft. You don't have enough coin? Oh, I ran out of money? Impossible. What about Hightail? It's not coming out for 2 more years. At least, probably not even gonna... It's probably still coming out after that. I'm predicting it now. They said they're not gonna release it until 2023 at the earliest. It's coming out in 2025. I will bet like $1,000 on it. Get back to me in like 2 years. It ain't coming out 2023. Oh, Le French Bonnie, thank you for the one. Hey man, I used to be a patron, Boris Johnsonstein, and I asked you how to learn plugin development. You said try Code Academy and do Python course, and I didn't. I did, and now I earn passive income doing commissions. Yo, congrats, man. That's awesome. I'm glad it worked out for you, man. Yeah, coding's that's my partial passive income too. I sell 2 Minecraft plugins right now. Well, dude, that's crazy. It's cool to see something. I'm happy you came back to me with that, because that, I don't know, it's cool seeing something go full circle like that. Yeah, well, good job. Taught yourself a skill and now you're using it to make money. That's how you do it. That is how you do it right there. See, chat, if you want to be successful in life, you got to go out and do things. You have to start, you got to teach yourself. And that's what this person did. There you go. Teach yourself a skill and then go crazy. And of course, you know, you'd want it to be a skill that you enjoy, of course. That's an obvious one, but. So how much space do we have for another layer? We can do another farm layer. All right, let's do this so that we know how to, or where to do our block zapping. Go on Fiverr and pay people to make mods and then review them. I don't know. I was thinking about what I do is I challenge my viewership, my stream, my chat. What I was thinking what I do is I challenge chat to make Uber items using my framework. And then like whoever makes the best one gets like $100 or something. That's not an offer right now officially. It might be. It's an idea of mine. Like if you were to go on Spigot right now, search up ThirtyVirus Uber items, or even if you search it in Google, it'd probably show up. And then someone took that framework that I made and did something cool and made an item out of it. I don't know. Might be a good idea to do that for a video. I could title the video like, I paid my chat to code item or to code mods for me. It wouldn't be a mod, it'd be a plugin, but you know, people know what mods are. People don't generally know what plugins are. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. Considering it. It's on my video ideas document. It's been there for a little while. So I think we're gonna make what, 3 layers of flying farm? I don't know. Either we're gonna make 2 or 4. I don't think 3 would make any sense. So we'll see if we have the space for it under the map. Let's see. So if I were to do this. No. Well, only in this spot it wouldn't work. But honestly, it's not terrible. Yeah, so it wouldn't work in this teeny little section of the whole farm wouldn't grow. But I can still fly. So, you know, yeah, we can do 2 more layers. We'll do 2 more layers. We're gonna have 4 layers of flying farm underneath the map. That's kind of funny. Yeah. So then we can. So all the dirt that I get from the block zapper, I can use on that. Where am I getting this dirt from? Where's this dirt coming from? Oh. Infinite Dirt 1. True Rat, thank you for joining. What language do I start off with to learn coding? Either Python or Java. Code Academy is great for both of them. Honestly, I've been told that Python's a little easier to understand if you've never coded before. I skipped straight to C++ because back then, that's just, I mean, I was very young. So I was just like, you know, how do code? And then, you know, first thing that came up. Would not recommend starting with C++. But that's just what I did. And you know what? Let's open the island for a bit. I will be back. I have to go on bathroom break. So have fun. I have returned. Is everyone saying egg? Yep. Hello. Everyone saying egg. I can't see. I was on my phone for a brief moment and I saw the most savage thing. This guy said that whenever he invests in he tries to flip in the bazaar and someone's constantly undercutting, he says what he said what he does to counteract that is he'll make a what is it, a sell offer at 1 coin for like only 1 item, and then the person's gonna attempt to undercut and then accidentally sell all their stuff for 1 coin because they're not looking at the numbers. That is savage. And then he insta-buys to get all his stuff. Like that's if you can manage to do that, you are first of all big brain, but also savage. That would be very funny. Big brain. Yeah, that would be massively savage. Also, there it is. There's the downfall of the freaking block zapper. Oh wait, was it because of inventory space or was it because it ran out of energy? Hold on. Oh, there we go. It was just inventory space. Your zapper is temporarily fatigued. Imagine like that pathetic Doge meme where it's just that face where it's like, I'm pathetic, can't do anything. Your block zapper is temporarily fatigued. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I see that. I hate that. It's so dumb. What on earth is that voice? I have no idea. Used up all the dirt. I probably should manually do some of the rest. Waluigi. Waluigi. You're not wrong. Nope. Oh, melon event. Thank you, chat. Oh no. 270. Thank you. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Goodbye. There we go. You fool. Typing skills, yes. I did not say F you. I said get out of the way. How does that have anything to do with F word? I said get out of my face. I have the elephant pet out, chat. I hovered over it. Don't tell me I'm gonna get a freaking bronze because of that. And my nose is so freaking itchy right now. Why does this always happen mid-event? Okay. Chat. Why are you getting me to freaking stop? Elephant. See? I had that elephant. It's right there. You should go #1 in a collection. Absolutely not. Do you know how sweaty that is? I tried to be #1 in pumpkin, and I'm still in the top like 250 in pumpkin. I'm like 118. I'm placed 118 in pumpkin, and I was like number 12 at one point on the leaderboard. I was very close, but then I stopped farming pumpkin because I hit a high farming level, and there was no reason to do that. Stop telling me to invest in this skin. I don't care. Please stop. Skyblock's too complicated? I disagree. Skyblock being complicated is the reason why I'm still able to make videos about it. So I think that's a good thing. If the game's complicated, people need to know things. And if they need to know things, they go on YouTube. And if they go on YouTube, they watch me. I wonder if I can get gold. Probably not. Gonna at least need another Turbo Melon book. Probably. Or a higher farming level. I mean, I got a farming level last stream and we're already at 40%, so we might. How'd you get your first gold medal? I sweat sugarcane farming. And I got a high farming level before tickets even existed and all that. You know, it's funny. I'm actually on Lemon profile. I'm in the top 30 players in the on the network for string and spider eye collection because of the tarantula minions that we had down for several months. I could get #1 collection in string and spider eye probably if me and Fezzy were to use catalysts on our tier 11 tarantula minion setup with 30 of them. Easily could get #1 in those collections. Because we didn't even have catalysts and we're in the top 30 already after a few months. Like, what? Oh yeah, using getting wheat is probably the easiest way to get medals to start. And you don't need a gold medal to start. You can get like several bronze medals and trade up to a gold. That's the one detail I forgot in my Jacob's Festival guide, but I think I hearted a comment that said that you can trade them up. When you miss one pumpkin or melon, it happens. Typically, unless you're farming cane, missing 1 or 2 crops along the way is very common. Not all of the farming methods are as precise as cane. Why do you hate me? I don't hate you. I don't hate anyone, really. The only person I've ever hated was my ex, but I don't hate her anymore. I'm just impartial nowadays. Just empty inside. I just tabbed back in and only saw egg like 500 times. Oh yeah, when you tab back into YouTube, the chat just goes crazy because it like has to catch up for all the time that you missed when you weren't there. I made a funny tweet yesterday. Apparently it was National Girlfriend Day, and then I took that meme of Squidward looking out the window at SpongeBob and Patrick having a good time, and he's just there depressed. And then I put the screenshot there of saying the hashtag National Girlfriends Day 5,000 tweets, and it's just Squidward looking out like Didn't you hate someone with Ant in the name? You mean Antfrost? I don't hate him. I just disagree with it. Wow, that was 2 crazy rare drops right in a row. I just disagree massively with Antfrost, and I think he's very hypocritical, but I don't hate him. Like I said, I don't hate anybody. I'm allowed to debate with people and have a disagreement with them. You know, I could be like, well, I could see where he's coming from, but at the same time, in a sense, he's doing what he's criticizing. Like, for those of the people that don't know, I remember I made a tweet saying that roleplay was cringe in Minecraft, right? And then his response was, the real thing that's cringe is, I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was making people feel bad for something they like or something like that. But then, like, I wanted to respond back to him, but Fezzy did it for me and said that, like, he's no better for also making me feel bad for saying my opinion. Like, anyway, it was a dumb thing. It was just a Twitter scuffle. Like, if we were to, like, meet up and talk, then, like, we'd probably be friends within 5 minutes. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like something where I hate the guy. I just disagree with him on that point. Like, I respect it, but I do think it's cringe in the same way that, you know, I respect the grind making, like, when they made Teletubbies or the Wiggles or whatever. Like, a lot of kids watched that content and they got a lot of money for it. You know? But I can find it cringy because I am almost an adult, I guess you could say. I'm like, you know, I'm not a teen anymore, so makes sense. The new mayor's gonna close AH. No. So many people haven't even played Skyblock since last time Derpy's been mayor. That's so funny to me that so many people are new and they don't even know that Derpy's already been a thing before. Who's your best friend? I would say right now I don't have a single best friend. There's several people that have the spot. There's Fezzy, there's Anthony, and my friend Mike, which you might have seen on stream sometimes, and Glenn. And then I have a lot of friends that are like, I'm still pretty close with, but I wouldn't say they're best friends, you know what I mean? Still good friends. There's like a dozen of them. And just the idea of ranking friends doesn't seem right to me. So like, you know, if I have a particularly fun week where I'm spending a lot of time with one friend, like they might be, quote, the best friend for that week, you know? Like, it's not like I'm not going around advertising like, hey, he's got the gold medal in terms of 30virus friendship. Like, no. You know what I mean? Oh, we might get gold. Hello? What about Bernie? I would say he's a good friend. We just haven't interacted enough to, you know, again, it's not like it's not a contest, all right? Friends are friends. First gold medal in something other than Kane? Pog? Time Dio, Refraction, Bernie. Yeah. Well, the thing is, me and Refraction have only spoken, like, a few times. But, you know, I would still consider him a friend as well. He seems too busy to really hang out a lot, you know? Saving up for a big dono? Ooh. Tommy and its friend. I'm so confused with what happened with Tommy. He, like, we were friends back in the day, and, like, there was, like, a friendship that was about to happen. Like, we were hanging out a decent amount, like, recording stuff, and then he just disappeared because of, you know, Dream SMP and all that, and then he unfollowed me on Twitter, and now I don't exist to him, and it's just like, okay. Same with Purple. He was on our profile on Original Lemon as well. He was like a profile member back when Skyblock was new. And he also just disappeared and unfollowed on Twitter. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not a part of your life anymore. Bye. What about Tubbo? We were probably going to be friends too and hang out and stuff. But also he kind of faded away because he was too busy doing other things. But he still follows me on Twitter though. But, you know, we probably won't be playing too many games together considering, you know, a couple times I reached out, wanted to play something, he didn't respond. So it's probably not a thing either. I feel a sneeze. Whew. Whew. He's 16. That's kind of sus. Bruh. You're allowed to have friends that are... I have a friend that's like 40 years old, okay? Like, it's... It's possible to have relationships with people that are 100% professional and just having friends. And I'm 23. It's not like I'm 30 years old talking to like an 8-year-old. Like, don't make it weird. You're allowed to have friends that are it's not like that. It's not like, I mean, sure, if you're dating somebody that's like more than maybe like 5 years difference, that's a little weird. But if you're just friends with somebody, like, get out of here, bro. Like, what? Also, you know, that's the more important thing to say. The other thing, I'm not even gonna get it. People are just freaking weird. People love to... It's weird. Why are people weird? They make things very, like, not what it is. You know what I mean? I remember that gross trend where like people would draw not safe for work stuff of Dream SMP members, many of which were underage. It's like, bro, what are you doing with your time? It makes everyone uncomfortable. Like, why? And this is that, kind of. Like, don't even think that way. It's disgusting, bro. Don't even think that way. Because that is not at all weird. I don't even want to think that way. This is gross. Anyways, they do it because they want the attention. Well, that, and also the internet today is hypersensitive to those people that are screwed up in the head and do stuff like that. So the rest of us normal people have to deal with, you know, I've been accused of that too. Isn't that crazy? Because you remember that, I don't know if anyone remembers this. I talked about it on stream. Because I follow Astelic on Twitter, and she used to be called Demon. I don't remember what her name is now. I think it's like Angel something. Just because we follow each other on Twitter, these people suspected there was something going on. And it's like, what? What? Just because we follow each other on Twitter? Are you serious? Have you not considered the fact that they're also Hypixel YouTubers that play Bed Wars? Like, what? Like, dude. Rant topic. No, that's too sensitive a topic for a full video. Get out of here. Like, the few times we have interacted, right? It was asking about, like, I think it was, at one point it was to do with, like, Badline stuff. Another point it was, like with cloaks, right? Another time it was about, like, how to properly protect yourself against stream snipers. And like, I think there was a VidCon 2019 chat where like everyone was, or not 2019, 2020, where everyone was ready to go and then they canceled the event. Like, brick. People are weird. And you know, the funny thing, right? Let's say, right, I did want to date on the internet. First of all, would have to be within an age range that's appropriate, right? I would say at a minimum 20 years old, right? But I've tried the long distance thing and it sucks. I had a girlfriend in high school, moved to college, and we were both like, we were miserable because we weren't together. Because I was 5 hours away and the only way we could interact was texting and the occasional Skype call. And then the few times I would come back, we'd be happy for like a few weeks at a time. But like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to judge people who e-date, but at the same time, it's just not for me, man. I want to date in my local area with someone who is able to be there for me. You know what I mean? It sounds like you can't have friends of a different gender. It sounds like you can't have friends, period, because everyone's going to make it weird. Like, people are very strange. Puny God, thank you for the CZK20. I like that reference. Drawing prawn of, yeah, it is illegal doing that. Do you prefer Skype or Discord? No, back then Skype was the thing. I got Discord in 2017. This relationship was before that. Well, Discord was a thing like halfway through, but you know what I mean. Anyway, when I finally make the move to Florida and go, I'm just gonna say to Tampa, even though it's technically not in Tampa, but it's near it. I'll say once I go to Tampa, I'm gonna be social. I'm gonna find groups of a similar age and do similar things. I'm gonna hang out at bars, probably not, well, definitely not drink any alcohol, but I'd hang out there, you know. Do all the other fun things that people that do there. I don't know if there is really much else, to be honest, other than just talking and drinking. I don't know. But I'd want to meet someone organically. Preferably not with a dating app, because that's just, I don't know. Dating apps are just awkward, you know? Everyone knows why they're there, and it's just, it makes it so weird. I don't know. I live in Southern Florida. Can we meet IRL? Okay, so here's the thing about meeting subs. it kind of ties back into that other conversation that everyone makes everything weird. And you know what? In terms of meeting up with people, I would absolutely agree in terms of like, be very cautious. Don't just decide to meet up with a YouTuber privately. Don't do that. I would be very uncomfortable meeting a fan privately. I would much prefer that during events like VidCon that we were able to have a conversation and, you know, meet up there in public for a purpose that's not for the exclusive purpose of us meeting up. Does that make sense? And I am going to VidCon, so if people do want to meet me, and then you can do that. But I would prefer not to privately meet people. There are subs that have been around for for years. Like, I remember Aiden Green Ninja. He's still around, but he wanted to meet up a few times, and I was like, bro, I don't feel comfortable meeting a subscriber. All right, if we happen to see each other at some event, that's cool, but I don't want to privately meet up. And it's nothing against Aiden. It's not even like a fact of like, if I don't, it's not like I'm scared of my fans. It's like, I hate the word fan. I'm scared of I'm not scared of my subs. I'm scared of like, because I know I'm not going to be sus, but I know for a fact that people would make it weird, you know? So that's why I don't even entertain the concept. All my DMs on every social media platform is closed to friends only. Like, I don't even open the door to people to make accusations because I don't even want to deal with that. Because like, you think it's tough uploading and streaming every day? Imagine that plus accusations of things that are not even happening. Like, imagine. Ugh. I just don't think it's worth it. Like, you can't just have a cordial, professional conversation with someone with a wide age gap or opposite gender or both without people making it weird, which sucks because, you know, obviously I've never done anything like that, never will. It's gross to me. But like if, for example, Aiden wanted to meet up, he is like a significant amount younger than me. I think he's 18 now, so that's like 5 years. Of course, it's nothing weird for me because I don't do sus stuff, but you know, people would definitely think of it the wrong way. So being a creator, that's one of the things that sucks, is that you can't just, like, you have to think on a deeper level about everything you do because of how it can be interpreted, which is really annoying. Accusations bring fame. That's not the type of attention you want. That is not. That being said, though, you know, I would have the receipts to back it up because, you know, if you look at any DMs I've had with any person ever, it's professional, you know, like there is nothing. You can go back to my Twitter and look at tweets from 2013. There is nothing that would get me in trouble because there's nothing there. And that's why I try to make as much of my life public as possible. I'm not hiding anything. That's how it gotta be. Oh, Patrick, thank you for the 5. Since you're talking about it, you should schedule a meetup for your fans. VidCon. Go to VidCon if you want to see me. I think a personal meetup would not really be worth organizing, personally. I don't think there'd be enough people that would want to show up. Yeah, accusations don't... Oh. He's got 2 drops at the same time. Yeah, accusations are not the type of attention you want. Marzia was a fan of PewDiePie, and then they met over the internet. No one said anything back then. Yeah, but they're like the same age, you know? Well, similar age, right? Fairly certain they are. Oh, God. Were they a similar age? Because, you know, obviously, I don't care. They're married now. They're a great couple, but... Would the internet have had a problem with that back in the day? I don't know. Because all it takes is a 2-year difference, and like him being 18 or even a 1-year difference, people would be weird about it. I don't freaking know, man. Because the internet's the internet. People are gonna be weird about it. I don't know. Bodie Gray, thank you for the 5. Canadian. I have been watching your vids for a long time, but why are you doing Melon now instead of during Derpy? There was a festival, that was why. trying to get tickets. And I got a gold medal as well. That was good. Gold, something I needed. Oh, hold on. Block Zapper's probably not fatigued anymore. 3.5 year difference? Oh god. When did they meet up for the first time? I swear. I swear if PewDiePie was like 20 years old, 3 year difference, and she was like 17, the internet would lose their mind. The internet would lose their mind. My first relationship, we were both 17. And I turned 18 first, like by like a few months. Does that make me a bad person? Like, people are so dumb on the internet, I swear, with these sort of things. That is definitely one of the bigger downsides of being a creator, is you get accused of all sorts of weird things. And the thing is, right, you can't even blame the audience too much for that, because there are weirdos that actually do that. And that's the thing. It's like they ruin it for everyone else. And you know what's funny too? Like, I heard stories of like other people that were dating when they were like that is gross, right? Because like you're on the bus and you hear this stuff. I was not interested in relationship anything until I was 17. Before that, you would hear like these kids on the bus that are like, oh, and they're like 15 years old talking about that stuff, and I'm like, ugh, girls are gross. Because I was a kid and I was like, I don't want to, you know. The internet would, it's just a weird place for sure, but so is real life in some other ways. Which weapon should you buy after Flower of Truth? I guess Livid Dagger, but after that I don't know if you really, for melee damage, I guess that's the problem. Once you get the Livid Dagger, then what? Emerald Blade, Giant Sword. Like, you need a lot of coins. Why does the internet have to be a weird place? Well, to be fair, the internet's weird because people are weird. And that's just what it is. Alright, let's place down this layer here. Spend some coin on dirt. Do you work out and control your diet as a creator? I'm not gonna lie, the YouTube process and daily streaming and uploading has gotten in the way of my fitness and my health. Absolutely. But to be fair, so did college. But I shouldn't really use that as an excuse. You know, I can find the time. For me, mostly it's a motivation thing. Like, being motivated enough to, you know, do the same workout every day and actually get my weight down. I mean, that's one of the biggest challenges with that in general, is being motivated enough to do it and being determined enough to do it. And that's completely on me. I'm not blaming the YouTube whatsoever for that. But, you know, if you were to talk about it quantifiably, yes, it makes it more difficult than other jobs to maintain a workout and lifestyle. That being said, my diet is not bad. It's much better than most Americans, I would say. I cook all my meals. I try to avoid anything with high fructose corn syrup, high in carbs, unless it's good carbs, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not buying pastries and all that. I'm mostly having a lot of chicken, rice, that sort of thing. Yeah, the workout stuff is difficult. I really want to get into a workout. I'm almost like considering a personal trainer. I mean, if it's like $100 a month or something, I'm just gonna friggin' do it, because like I need a push for my fitness, because I know for a fact when I finally want to be social down in Tampa, I'm gonna have to be fit. And then people are gonna be like, oh, the dad body's in. I doubt it, dude. It's not a healthy look, and if you look unhealthy, you're not gonna be attractive. I would say I have a good face, maybe. That's the one thing I'll say about myself, I guess. Like, if I were to have my hair a certain way and have like my facial hair a certain way, I'd be fine. But that, you know, I'd rather be much thinner, and that's so difficult to do. It is one of the biggest challenges. I feel like I would hit 500K before I reach 175 pounds. You know, like I can get 500,000 subs on YouTube, no problem. I know how to do it. I know like the process, but like losing 25 pounds, like, well, how the hell do I do that? Like, it's stupid. We need cobble. I got rid of the cobble generator, right? Yeah, we need to go, do I have mineral armor? I do. Let's go to gold mine. Get some stone. People shouldn't feel attracted to you to like you. Well, think of it this way. You're scrolling through YouTube, you see a video, and the title and thumbnail is terrible. Looks so uninteresting and boring and just not good. The color saturation's completely off. It's almost grayscale because it's just a screenshot and none of the saturation was changed. There's like Comic Sans, not even in bold font, just in the corner of the screen. Are you gonna click on that thumbnail? Are you even gonna give that video a chance? Probably not. Dating's the same way. If you don't take care of yourself and make yourself look at least healthy, then it doesn't matter how funny you are or how kind you are, or it doesn't matter if you tip your waiter on a date. If you are if you don't take care of yourself, then it's gonna be 10 times harder to, you know, date anything. You know, you have to take care of yourself. And it's not even like an ugly thing, right? Like, you can, if you take care of your body and you work out and you have like you could maybe think that you're ugly, but if you look healthy, you can probably have no problem dating. You know what I mean? People don't like when they see someone that doesn't take care of themselves. People shouldn't like you for the outside. I mean, yeah, maybe, but it's in terms of if you're trying to find someone to be with, I mean, it's just a requirement. Like, sure, people, if a video is good, people should watch it, right? But how are you going to get people to watch it? You need to have a good title thumbnail. It's not like, it's not at that point, it's not a matter of should, it's a matter of like what you need to do. Like, it's just the way the world is. Like, should you need a degree in order to get a job? No, because you can teach yourself way, you know, just as good as college, if not better, because you're interested in the topic and you're like self-inspired and whatever. But in most jobs, you need a degree, you know? But yeah. It can boost your confidence, which, well, that's the other thing too. Yeah. If you were to work out, then it has not just an outward effect, but an inward effect as well. Like, you feel more confident in yourself. And what I've been, you know, I've been down bad sometimes. I'd look up on the internet how to be more dateable, so to speak. And what they say is, right, if you're more confident in yourself, then you are more relaxed. And one thing that apparently is very attractive for girls looking at guys is if they're funny, if they're relaxed, and if they, you know, if they have good humor or whatever. And I would like to think I'm pretty funny when I'm in my element, you know, like the fan mails. I could be pretty I don't know how to describe it, derpy or funny, but that's because I'm relaxed and there's no expectations, because I'm making a video for YouTube. I'm not trying to impress a girl, you know what I mean? Like, if I acted that goofy without making a scene, obviously, then I would imagine that would probably be a benefit for me. But in order to be that relaxed with someone that I know or that I don't know, talking to for the first time, then, you know, then I'd have to be comfortable in my own skin, which is something that, you know, working out would do. Yeah. Anyway, I know what I got to do. I just got to do it. Just got to find the motivation. And I am confident that if I were to fix that one thing, then I would have no problem. Funny virus. I do the funny voices and do the funny faces and the facial expressions. I laugh at myself so much when I'm watching the fan mails. Like, there was something to do with coconuts that I was reading something in the fan mail and I just looked at the camera confused and that made me like laugh at my own facial expressions. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I do think I can be funny, but mostly when I'm relaxed. Andy Bendy, thank you for the 5. You feel like everyone would say just be yourself, but that's a lot harder to do than people think. It's all confidence. Yeah, when people say to be yourself, that is a long-term strategy, right? Like when someone says be yourself, what they actually mean is don't put on a character just to earn or just to win someone over. Because the thing is, right, if you're acting like someone who doesn't exist or someone that's not you, and then you were to, you know, because someone liked that character you were putting out and then you started dating, you would have to stay as that character. You would have to be that character forever. And then as soon as you start to get, you know, you feel safe in your relationship, you're more relaxed and you're starting to be more of yourself, then the person that your boyfriend or girlfriend met doesn't exist. That character, that was a character, right? And so then there'd be an adjustment there. Then you would have to figure out, okay, do I like this person for who they actually are, or do I just like the character they put on? And a lot of the times they don't like the person they're dating, they just like the character, and then they break up. And sometimes it's not even being a character, sometimes just people change, you know? Like if you're in a relationship for like 3 years and you're going from like high school to college or college to a job, people change over the years, and that's why a lot of relationships don't last, because you just become a different person, you know? Oh my goodness, the enchantments. Bodhi, thank you for the 2. What ult enchant should I put on Shadow Assassin chestplate? Typically people don't really put ult enchants on that, but if you insist, wisdom, I guess. Jack, thank you for the 5. IRL Hypixel SkyBlock when? Not gonna lie, I haven't recorded it because I'm self-conscious, which doesn't make sense because I do the fan mail, so I should be doing it soon. I don't know. Patrick Hennessy, thank you for the 5. If you can't laugh at yourself, what are you doing? Also, dating advice with 30. I feel at least somewhat qualified on how to meet the right person. I'm not some guru on how to just, you know, walk into a bar and then walk out with somebody, you know. But what I do have to share is what I've learned in terms of how to not make yourself miserable in a relationship. What do you like the most about Skyblock? It's just Minecraft, but better. You know, it takes everything that made Minecraft good and it like multiplies it by 1,000. I don't like how grindy it can get though. Okay, is that enough cobble? Is that enough? That is more than enough cobble. Okay, we don't need more than that. Let's go back to this. Back to the lobby. Is it worth putting Ultimate Wise 5 on AOTE? I would say so, yes. It depends what stage of the game you're in, though. If you have to liquidate all of your stuff to do it, then no. Alright, there we go. So now we have plenty of cobble. Well, we would have plenty of cobble if I had it in my inventory. There we go. Hytale will come out the day that we land on Mars. NASA versus Hypixel Studios. Who will win? Who will be the fastest? Probably NASA. Have you watched the 4.5-hour documentary about the never-ending nightmares of Nikado Avocado? I saw a video about the history of his channel and how he did what he did, but I did not watch a 4-hour documentary. I remember he had some dating struggles. I don't remember what they were though, because it wasn't important to the story in the video I was watching. It was more about his YouTube career. You miss every shot you don't take. True. But the thing is, I don't get the opportunity to make many shots. Like up until this point, I have been to a bar 3 times ever. Never been to a concert, been to the movies with friends a dozen times, but with a new person once. So, and the thing is, right, when I'm in a social situation, I feel confident enough to take shots. The problem is I don't put myself in the social situation to begin with. Like, I don't go to parties, really. I don't, you know, that is my problem. I need to open myself up, become part of a group that frequently does social things. That is what I need to do. Now, before I finish this layer of dirt, I should probably take out some of the dirt from this layer. What minion for Derpy, clay, or quartz? Well, if you're switching out minions now, that means that you're already missing out on a ton of skill XP from collecting the minions. Unfortunate, but I don't know, whichever minion makes the best without Derpy. Or if you want skill XP, then Melon minion would be pretty good. But then again, you should have had Melon going for like months and have a ton of enchanted Melon blocks collected. Anyway. Are sacks worth it? Yes. They're very convenient in this game. How do you communicate with fans if they want to speak with you? Well, like I said, I'm not very open to private communications with subs, just on the fact that other people are weird and I don't want to be associated with that side of the internet at all. That being said, there is a semi-private, but it's not private way of doing it. You can, but again, it's only for business or if you have a question or, you know, nothing personal, right? I don't want to hear about someone's life story and how they got this, and this going on and how I could somehow fulfill them emotionally. That's creepy, weird. Don't like that. Now, that being said, if someone says they've been struggling through life and whatever, and they said my videos make them better, that's fine because it doesn't require me to do anything personally, you know what I mean? But anyway, you can make tickets on my Discord if you have like a question, but I would urge you to check out the frequently asked questions first before you do that. Anyway, like I said, I have nothing against you guys. I just, because the internet's a weird place and because there are weird people on the internet, I would prefer not to have private conversations with people that I don't know. Mostly just as a way to protect myself from false accusations and to protect you in a sense by spreading the idea that you should not be able to DM a YouTuber and have a conversation of a personal nature with a YouTuber unless it's consentful and age appropriate. But even then, there's a power dynamic. Even if, let's say, you meet a YouTuber, right, and you like each other and you're the same age, right? There's still an issue there because there's that power dynamic. The fan subscriber might feel like they're not as much of a person as a YouTuber, which is stupid, by the way. You should not base your value off of how many subscribers you have or likes you get on Instagram or whatever. But people do that, and what that ultimately makes is a power dynamic that's very toxic. And if the person that has a following abuses that, then, you know, it could be a very toxic relationship. So, you know, I just don't want to deal with it, even if all the boxes are checked. Like, you know, it's just weird, you know? Even if it's legally okay, even if it's morally okay, there's still issues with that sort of thing. It's just the So I'm thinking of sending you fan mail. Do you like tulips? If you send any living thing in the fan mail, it's probably gonna die by the time I get it. Just saying. I would not suggest sending anything living. It was basically about how he left the vegan community and started getting fat because he was eating like 10,000 calories a day. How would he even do that? And then would attack and expose and lie other mukbang YouTubers. Wasn't that like a conscious decision though? Like, I'm pretty sure Avocado, I'm pretty sure he like did that on purpose because it would get him more fame. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But do you like them? I'm of the belief that flowers are not. So I understand the fact that like there are people that enjoy getting flowers, and especially women, don't want to categorize, but you know, I've been told that they like getting flowers. I personally don't see the purpose. It's just a living thing that might smell nice, but then it dies after a few weeks. Like, I don't see the reason. I'm a very practical person. Like, the best gift someone could ever give me is something that I can use every day to make my work more efficient, or maybe something I would use every day because it increases my quality of life. Like, if someone sent me, for example, one of the gadgets I bought myself off Amazon because I found it really cool or something that I can use. Like, you know how people have butane lighters, right? To light their stove or maybe a campfire or something. I found one that arcs electricity between two poles and it's USB rechargeable, and it's like a theoretically an infinite butane lighter without having to use gas. That's cool. And that saves money in the long term, and it's practical. Like, that's my type of thing, right? That's my type of gift that I would give someone else if there was someone that thinks like me. Like, back when me and my girlfriend were together, like, I literally, for one of our celebrations, I think it was her birthday, I gave her a AAA car repair and safety kit, and she was like, what? Like, and I'm looking back now laughing at myself because that was not romantic at all, but that's the sort of gift I would want to get, you know? It's like something that could be very useful, and like, you'd have it. Yeah, I'm not very good at being a human. For those that know the Myers-Briggs thing, I'm an INTJ personality type, very practicality oriented, barely understands emotions. Like, that's the type of person I am. Oh, hey, it is the Fezzy. You gave her what? A car safety kit, you know, something practical, and you wouldn't use it every day, but it's good to have if a crash happened or something. Basically a German. Well, to be fair, 80% of my heritage is German. He would make like 5 exposed videos and torment those creators. That's not Pog. That sounds a lot like another YouTuber, the one of which showed up in my chat. We're not going to give him any clout. Let's just say his name starts with an M. It was harassing other creators for no good reason and some weird power trip. Anyways, yeah. Was your relative I don't know what that... I think that's something to do with World War II. Could be offensive, so I'm not going to say it. I don't know, man. I don't know what my ancestors did. I don't know. I just used up all that dirt right away. I need infinite dirt wand. So yeah, I gotta get over that though, because I do recognize my productivity oriented mindset is not really that. It's logical, I guess, but if you're trying to connect with somebody, another human, then you want to do emotional things, if that makes sense. Like like my practicality standpoint does not make sense with gifting something to a girlfriend, for example. Like, I mean, maybe you could spin it that way, right? Like, when I gave my thoughts when I was giving the car safety kit is I don't want anything bad to happen to her, but if it does, I want her to be prepared or whatever. Like, that was what was going through my head at the time. So it's like, oh, that could be kind of, you know, sweet, because it's like, oh, he doesn't want me to get hurt. But at the end of the day, it's not like a card and flowers, you know, because the hell's the practical point of a card and flowers? There isn't. And that's just how my brain is. But I have to get over it, because I know for a fact not everyone thinks the way I do. As a matter of fact, most people don't think the way I do. So, like, in terms of like gift giving and whatever, But there's a lot of other aspects that are like that. I've been described by exes as a robot, you know, which I'm not even mad at. I get it. I understand. But anyway. Yep. You didn't put Infinitor in the builder's one? Doesn't matter. As long as it's in your inventory, it works. But right now, I'm trying to get rid of a lot of this dirt before I finish placing the layer above, because if I do that, then I can, you know, save some time later when I ultimately have to sell whatever dirt's left over. Big brain. There we go. Do you like learning about history? Not really. If I'm going to be 100% honest, I really don't. I'm not really too interested in it. I prefer sci-fi future talk, you know. I mean, why do you think half of my videos, more than half, are practicality oriented, you know? Like, if I had the choice to make a video about having fun in Skyblock versus the most efficient thing in Skyblock, I'd probably pick the most efficient thing, because that's just how my brain works. That's what I default to. That's why a lot of videos that are recorded are tutorial oriented, because it's like, this is how, like, that's what I find important, you know? Which is, you know, annoying sometimes. Ah! Well, that's annoying. Are you adopted? No. I am very much the the product of my parents, you could tell. Apparently I act the same as my dad did when he was my age. And I look a lot like my mom, I've been told. Also, I'm pretty sure by now they would have been honest with me, but definitely not. There's a lot of evidence. I was a science baby, actually. I was frozen as an embryo for like, I think it was 8 months. That's a weird part of my life before my life started. Before I was human, I was literally frozen in cryostasis for 8 months. Do you have a good job in real life, or is YouTube your thing? Yes and yes. I don't have a job other than YouTube, but YouTube's more than enough for me. That's why you're a robot? There you go. A product of science, a man of science. That's good. Very good. Cane event in 8 minutes? Ooh, that's good. That'll be good for money. You should get another job besides YouTube. Well, here's the thing, right? I've invested a good amount of money into the stock market, and that's like a passive income for me, right? So that makes 2 income streams. YouTube's 1. I've coded a few plugins for Spigot, and they get 1 to 2 sales a day on average between the both of them. So there's like 3 plugins I sell right now, actually. Between those 3, I get a solid $20 to $30 a day passively without doing anything. My stock market investments just rise in value by a solid probably $800 a month. I did the math. If assuming, I think it's 4%, assuming 4% yearly return, I, you know, get about $800 a month from that. So, and dividend reinvestment, if it wasn't reinvested and I pocketed the dividends, I would also be making about $200 a month, something like that. And then what I plan on doing is, after I get my own place, I would save up for a while and then invest in real estate. So I'd get a place that's near the beach, near Tampa, or maybe Orlando, probably Orlando. I'd get a place, and then run Airbnb, and then that would be another passive income stream. I don't want to be that guy that's working like several hundred hours a month. No, I don't want that. I want to passive income my way through life. Other than the YouTube, that's very much active income. Unless you count my previous videos getting views many months after they were uploaded, I guess you can count that as passive, but in order for that to happen, you still need to upload. So, yeah. What broker app do you use? Almost all of them. Schwab, Ameritrade, Vanguard, Robinhood, Webull. I have an account in all of them. I spread everything out pretty evenly because I have a different... there's a different idea to each account. Like, for example, the Ameritrade one is my dividend account. I have a Fidelity account that I use as like my S&P 500 index. I have one of them that's the total stock market index. You know, I spread it out. Different ideology in all of them. I think the Vanguard one I'm going to use as like... Vanguard has a lot of interesting ETFs. One of them is like housing... Another one's the medical industry. You know, there's some that are not necessarily stocks, like there's a REIT through Vanguard I might want to do. Avoiding taxes. No, I pay my taxes, trust me. Let's just say I paid more in taxes last year than I paid Fezzi, and Fezzi gets paid very well. So that's one of the reasons why I want to go to Florida, because no state income tax. And yeah, anyway, the government got more money than Fezzi did, which I find very screwed up. And if you consider the value I bring to YouTube, I make 55% of what YouTube get, or I make 55% of the YouTube earnings, right? YouTube makes 45%. And then of my 55%, like 30-ish% is taken out by the government. And of that amount that's left over, I pay Fezzi. So like, well, actually, no, I pay Fezzi and then take taxes. There we go. But like, I only end up getting like 17, 15% of the value I bring. It's kind of messed up if you think about it. It's kind of screwed up. Screwed up that YouTube takes a large percent, and it's screwed up that government takes a large percent. Fezzi deserves what he gets. He works for every friggin' dollar, trust me. He deserves it, but man. But anyways, that's why I'm going to establish myself as an S-Corp this year and pay myself a salary and then give myself the rest in distribution. Life hacks with ThirtyVirus saves about 15 grand in taxes. And then moving state is not going to help me this year, but it will help every year from then on. And, you know, putting equity in a house instead of renting saves a lot of money long term as well. And if I invest in solar, then I actually get a big tax credit as well, which is nice. If you got a real job that wasn't YouTube, what would you be doing? Probably making games. I've always wanted to code games. Ever since I started playing Minecraft. I started YouTube and started learning how to program at the same age. So that's probably what I would be doing if I wasn't a YouTuber. That's what I was going to school for. Or at least so I thought, but it turns out computer science is not programming, it's more school. If I wanted to just make stuff, I should have done software engineering, but too late. Too late for that now. All right, there we go. We're done. In 3 minutes, we have another event, so let's do that. Let's put all of this in here. Block Zapper's related to Builders One, so we're just putting all of it in there. Don't need the shovel anymore, so we will be putting that in here. Stonk we don't need anymore. This next event is supposedly Kane, according to chat. Yes, it is. Elephant Pet is equipped. Sugar Cane Hoe. I'm gonna start at the bottom layer. You can establish a company linked to your name, located in another small country, and pay your YouTube income. Nope, that's not how that works. As of recently, they made it so that you have to pay US taxes even if you are not from the US if you get ad revenue from YouTube, because they're an American company. I knew about that because some people I know, for example Hellcastle, have to pay income tax despite the fact that they are not an American citizen. He is not an American, but he works for YouTube, which is American, so he's not escaping that. Buy S&P 500. I have a good amount in the S&P 500, actually. Oh, I forgot. Robinhood was the individual stock trading platform. Same with Webull, except that's more emerging markets, things that are very low value now but could blow up. How are you so talented in coding? I don't know if I'd give myself that much credit. I know what I'm doing, but I'm not an expert by any means. But I taught myself off YouTube and just had a lot of practice coding. I think what really helps you learn faster is making something that is practical and you like actually can use it, and there's like an actual purpose to what you're doing, and it's like, whoa, I made something tangible that actually does something. It's really cool. Chasab, thank you for the 2. Hold up, you were frozen? I see red flags. Nah, it's a thing. You can look it up. I was frozen for quite a while. The pumpkins on my farm won't grow. They all have light level 15, and I have rain turned on. Are there solid blocks above the stems or slabs or some other transparent block? Because if there's a solid block, it ain't gonna grow. My nose. My first programming language was either C++ or Java. I learned them both kind of at the same time. I remember I had an old journal where I literally would like take notes in a journal off of a YouTube tutorial. It was kind of funny. I gotta find it. It was back in like, I was literally like 11 years old. Oh, I should be changing my speed. You're right. What? 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 Oh, scam. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Oh, that wasted so much time. No, I need more Jacobs tickets. That wasted so much time. Ah! Do you consider yourself 8 months older considering you were frozen? No. Well, I'm not, right? Like, age is determined by when you were born. Like, if you want to technically count, like, everyone would technically be like 9 months older than they actually are if you count conception, you know. But if that was counted in terms of DNA aging, then well, crap. I'm gonna die 8 months earlier. Than that's a really dark thought. I don't like thinking that way. Anyways, no, I was frozen before birth. I was an embryo for 8 months, frozen. It was very strange. So that wasn't a person yet when that happened. How do I join the Discord? You click the link in the description. That's it. Discord will handle the rest. You should install it on your PC. Having it in browser is kind of terrible. Well, it's not terrible, but it's just annoying. Have you ever tried G Fuel? And if so, what's your top flavor? I have, and I've only tried a handful of flavors. I do like Blue Ice, though. That being said, I would probably enjoy some lemonade flavor more. Do you hate me? No, I don't hate anybody. Was there a reason you were frozen? Yeah, but I think for privacy reasons, at least for my parents. Like, I'm not secretive about that information, but I feel like my parents probably wouldn't like the reason. Well, they wouldn't really care, but just for their privacy, I don't think I want to say. Just the typical reasons that people do that. Again, you could look it up. Just wondering, does Derpy double Slayer XP? I think he used to, but considering how OP Techno was with rev swapping, they might have patched that. But the first time and the second time, yeah, combat XP, therefore Slayer XP was affected. Have you tried active day trading? No, I am not that confident in my trading abilities. Definitely not. Were you born early? I'm pretty sure I was born almost exactly on the day that they said I was going to be, so no. Unless I'm thinking of someone else. It's all based on what my parents have told me, and it's very fuzzy because I generally don't talk about this stuff. Which weapon should you buy after Flower of Truth? I mean, Livid Dagger's slightly better, but not by that much. And then after that, you're kind of screwed. You just kind of have to... Then you have to just get 200 mil and use an M-Blade, and then once you get 500 mil, either continue using M-Blade or get a giant sword. Well, you don't need 500 mil for a giant sword, but just to get the equivalent damage of a 500 mil M-Blade. Oh, that's... Have you learned another language? No. I only know English. I went to Spanish class for like 6 years, but I don't remember any of it. Is getting a girlfriend a goal in your life right now? I mean, this is going to sound sad saying this, but it's my #1 goal. I'm not going to make it a friggin' secret. I have been very lonely these past few years, despite the whole YouTube thing. It's a different kind of attention, if that makes sense. I'll be transparent about it. I don't freaking care. Call me pathetic, call me whatever, but you know. Anyway, that would probably be the number one. It's tied, all right? Because that's my personal, like, enjoyment of life, you know, quality of life. But, you know, the YouTube thing would also tie as #1. Keep the channel alive. Make sure that things don't... Those are the two things that bring me the most despair in my life, is probably the fear of the channel dying and that. Get a pet. I am planning on getting a pet just so I have some company when I'm alone at the house, which for the past year has been all the time. Just relatable, man. Yep. I was looking for love while keeping up a professional life. Pathetic. It's just the things haters say, I guess. Which I should not take into account because I've disconnected from the haters, as you guys would know. 30, I don't particularly like you, but sometimes you are a real homie. You know, I'll take it. We're allowed to disagree on things, right? But at the end of the day, I'm another human just like the rest of us. You know, I got the same issues a lot of people have. It's emotional support rather than community support. Exactly. Like, I do appreciate the love of my parents and the friendships I have, but there's just something different about having someone that previously did not know you, but now knows you, and, like, cares extremely for your well-being, and, like, will be there when you're going through struggles and are experiencing difficult times, just to have, like, that shoulder to cry on sort of thing. That is something that you don't get anywhere else unless you have a really close friendship. And I'm gonna be honest, I got the homies, but, like, they're not, it's not like that, you know? It just isn't. But anyway. Kane, yes. Yeah, we're gonna be able to get gold even despite that weird thing. Why are you so obsessed with farms? Because it's all there is to do on streams nowadays. I am waiting for a particular Badline feature to come out. Not gonna say when. I have a timeline in my brain, but I'm not gonna say it because I'm not supposed to. But something big could change at some point, and it could allow me to play more parts of this game. Because you're a content creator, it's impossible to have a relationship. It's not impossible, but it's definitely difficult. The YouTuber lifestyle is work yourself to the point where you're like burnt out and then stop working and then come back only to find out that your time away has hurt your channel and all your fears were correct, that you can't stop, and then you continue being sad. So you either continue working despite being burnt out, or burn yourself out and then come back and then have nothing left. It's just YouTube's something, man. I would not recommend doing the YouTube thing alone. I'm able to take mini breaks and put the, you know, the burden on Fezzy because he gets to edit while I have pre-recorded footage. And then when Fezzy's struggling, I take up the role of recording more easy content so that he doesn't spend like 4 hours plus editing, and then he's able to recover. And it's like this thing where we hand the responsibilities back and forth and neither of us get completely burnt out. That being said, though, we are looking for ways to make it so it's easier for us to function. You wouldn't cry on Fezzy's shoulder. I mean, again, Fezzy and I are awesome friends, best friends even, but there's just, it's not like that. Friendships are completely different from relationships in my brain, you know? It's just a completely different thing. And there's honestly, like, I don't think there's anything a friend can do to earn that kind of feeling in my brain, you know? It's just a different category. It's like you need to eat to survive, right? But you also need to drink to survive. It's just two completely different things. And technically, yeah, if you were to eat a bunch of leaves, then maybe you'd get enough water from the leaves to survive. But you know what I mean, chat, all right? And I'm not even talking about the not safe for work aspect of a relationship either. Not even that. That's not, you know, that's not a priority for me. It's just that the emotional support, I would say. Get a mountain dog. That'd be too much. That'd be too much responsibility to have a dog, especially a big dog. I'd rather have a cat. In the most recent fan mail, you almost got hit by a car. Did you need to report them? Well, no, because nothing happened. Had they smashed into me, then obviously I would have shared that footage with the police, and probably, as long as I didn't get injured. Well, if I got injured, then their insurance should cover it. But if they were uninsured, then my insurance should cover it. As long as I survived the crash with no fatal injuries, then obviously, you know, I would not have had to pay any money because I was not the one at fault and I had a dash cam. The sort of insight we get in these streams is unparalleled. Well, I'm glad that you guys can feel like there's you know, that I'm relatable, you know. Docs, thank you for the 2. Are you gonna try to get an Ammonite pet? I actually have 2 of them going right now in the solo profile. And Matrix Nitro, thank you for another 2. Someone told me to flip Rejuvenate books, but escrow. Ah, my worst enemy. Other people trying to flip, probably. I feel like it's going to be the same way when I finally do get like a cat. You know, I'm still not going to be in the best emotional state, but at least I'll have like the ability to just slow down, just have a pet a cat, just kind of chill for a little bit. Would probably be a big benefit, but it still wouldn't solve the problem. It would just be a way to deal with it a little bit better. Just to have some living thing other than me in the house. You should try and collab with somebody. Yeah, that's the way you do YouTube nowadays. You do collabs if you want to find a new audience, or not find a new audience, if you want to get exposed to a new audience so you could grow your channel. But I'm not the type to do that. I try though sometimes. I have done that. Imagine if you could have a Pokemon as a pet. That would be sick. I would have a Ditto as a pet. That'd be so cool. Have it literally turn into anything. If I'm feeling like I want to have a dog that day, and then there you go, it's a dog. And then if I want it to be a cat, it can be a cat. And then I could be like, and the one in the TV show could turn into inanimate objects too. So you can, like, let's say you need something around the house, some gadget, you can have it turn into the gadget. It's just like, oh, I don't have a wrench. That'd be kind of funny, not gonna lie. And then it would be the ultimate conversation starter. Yeah, my pet can turn into anything. Would just have like a parrot or something, and then it just suddenly turns into like a gerbil, and it's like, wait, what happened? That would be the coolest pet. Yeah, and then it would just be like, oh, and then I'd be able to, like, I'd be able to prank people too. I'd have it turn into a clone of me. It would look exactly the same. and then it's just like the person will walk up to the door and just see two of the same person and be like, wait a minute. Yo, Dragon Hanks, what's up, man? You should post these as vids instead of just streams. That's what the vids are. They're highlights of the stream. What do you mean? They are stream highlights. And if you mean uploading them as public, that would be disastrous for the algorithm. The click-through rate of stream VODs is so bad, and it would drag the whole channel down, so I have to unlist them when they're done. How come 30 always wears a red shirt? That red shirt? It's because I think red is just a color that works better for me. Also, you know, it takes a month for the fan mails to come out, and my best shirt is the red one, or one of my best shirts is the red one, so I don't want to look like a bum. Half of my clothes I had since like junior year of high school, maybe even some of the clothes I have, I bet you I had during middle school. Like it's not good. I need to update my wardrobe. I'm just too cheap. Why not make a stream archive channel? Well, it's a playlist for stream VODs. Also, you know, I'd have to download the VOD, re-upload it somewhere else. The quality's gonna take a big hit. It's just not gonna be good. I thought you have to have streams set to public to get them to count for watch time and views. In terms of like Social Blade stats, views are not counted from VODs, but the watch time, in terms of algorithm, it is. Well, the views are counted in the panel as well. It's not counted on Social Blade in the public number, but the private stats, the VODs do count. How are you lonely? You have 1,000 people watching you. Okay, but they're 1,000 people from all over the world that barely know me, or they know me enough just based on what I've said, but they've never shared experiences with me in terms of like in real life. And like, there's no romantic interest there. You know, it's very different. If you're talking about the conversation before, like, trust me, you can be in a room full of people and be lonely. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's just a part of the psychology of that. There's a person that could be like having a crazy social life. It makes everyone laugh, and they got all these buddies that they talk to every day, but then they come home at the end of the day and they're just sitting in bed alone looking up at the ceiling, and they're thinking to themselves, you know, that they want more. That is a very common thing. So don't just think, oh, he has so many subscribers, everything must be going right in his life. No. I bet if you talk to any person who has a large following, they will have their problems in life, you know? They will have something to tell you about, something they've learned from a place of pain, from a place of experience that was not perfect. You only get to see what they put out there. And, you know, on YouTube, putting out the positive thing, the positive aspects of your life is the thing that gets the most attention most of the time. So that's all you see. You don't see the behind the scenes. I mean, I watched a video talking about popular MMOs and like the whole situation with his girlfriend and them breaking up and still making videos together. I can only imagine how miserable they both must have been during that time where they broke up because there was a disagreement on like whether or not they should have kids. And they continued to interact every day to make videos on YouTube and act like everything is fine. Dude, that's... Imagine not only living with your ex, but interacting with them on a daily basis. Knowing what you had and what you no longer have. And oh, that had to have been a tough time. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. And you never see that. I don't think there's ever been a public instance where he's like cried on camera or whatever, but I guarantee you. Ooh, that's tough. That is very tough. They are still friends? Well, let me tell you. I had an ex that tried to be my friend, and it takes a very strong person to be okay with that. That's all I'm gonna say. There's a lot of intrusive thoughts on what experiences you used to have, the happiness you did have, and that you no longer have. And then you see this person, it all comes flooding back, and there's just this sadness, you know? It's tough. It's tough. It's very tough. You can't. Most people can't, including me. I can't. What I meant earlier about since you're a content creator, it's hard to be in a relationship is that some people might not want to be with you for ThirtyVirus, not Brandon. Well, that's why in general I'm against the idea of dating someone who knew I had a channel or watched my videos, because they would. Well, the thing is, ThirtyVirus and Brandon aren't that different, you know? It's like I'm still me. I just talk a lot more. Like, if you were in a conversation with me in person, it would be this way, except it would sound less one-sided, you know? You'd have something to say, I'd say it back, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe it's not the worst idea. If they were in my age range and were either in my area or willing to be in my area, and we like, you know... I'm not saying there's 0% chance, because, you know, like, that happened to PewDiePie. It happened to ProZD. Like, these things do happen... But, like, the chance is so minuscule that would ever happen, you know? Yeah, if you're still attached to a person and you're trying to be their friend afterwards, it's just going to be nothing but pain. Would not recommend it. Just burn... Well, don't burn the bridge, but just... You know, fill your time with new people that will not remind you of that. It's too damaging to think what they are doing with another person versus ourselves. Yep. And you don't want to think about it. If it's easy for them sometimes. Oh, it's a lot of thoughts that happen when, yeah, no. It's very tough to be someone's friend after a breakup. Break the panels off the bridge so maybe they could be rebuilt. No, just don't do anything. Just leave it. Just let it sit there. If things ever, you know, my situation, everyone's situation is different, but I knew for a fact with mine, it just wasn't meant to be, because there had been 3 attempts from her to end things. And it was never me, right? It was never me trying to end things. She was always feeling like, you know, there was some difference or there wasn't enough time spent or whatever. So I knew even if things were to come back, it would probably end the same way, that she feels distant or distracted or there's something else going on. And no. Remember all that garbage with popular MMOs and Eleni. Oh yeah, that's another aspect too. Being a YouTuber and having a public relationship, when that thing ends, whew. Luckily I avoided that because my channel blew up after that relationship ended, but that could have been very bad. The harassment that would have resulted from that would have been very bad. Have you ever been cheated on? According to that video in 2018, I would have said yes, but now that I have more context, I don't think so. I was told that I was cheated on, but after being reassured of multiple things that happened many years ago by multiple people, I think I was led to believe that I was cheated on purpose. I don't know why, but now my opinion is that I was not. But the mental process that happens when you get cheated on, absolutely, I went through that. So I have the experience of, quote, getting cheated on, because for like 2 years I believed that. So, yeah. So I guess you could say in terms of life experience, yeah, I've been, quote, cheated on in terms of like what I've experienced, but in terms of what actually went down, probably not. Definitely felt like it though. Anyway, how are you? I'm all right. What is the best way to make money during Derpy? Probably selling cane, because the only thing Derpy is really going to do is increase sugarcane prices because people want ALK XP. Are farming for dummies worth it? 1.5 mil on AH. I was getting them when they were 40,000 coins each. I would not tell so much about a relationship if you have one. Yeah, I've learned that, you know, the hard way, that, you know, it's probably best that if I did end up getting in a relationship, I mean, I could be honest and say a few things about it, but not too many details. And if you let see your sad side, you don't get. If you let people see your sad side, you don't get subs. Well, the thing is, you know, anyone who's been around for a while would know that I don't try to hide that stuff. And I think that to an extent, yeah, if you harp on being depressed all the time, that's not going to be good. But, you know, if you show some humanity, you know, it's not the worst thing. Hiding a relationship from stream is impossible. Well, yeah. It's just as difficult as hiding your actual, you know, identity and stuff. Like, it's not easy. I sold an Art of War for 6.2 mil yesterday. Huh. Those were 4 mil for a long time because too many people invested. Did they finally profit? Damn. Took long enough, like 8 months. Are you in Fezzy? No. First of all, I'm straight. Second of all, I don't know, I'm straight. And so is he, I'm fairly certain. Badline question. Is there a way to see the crafting recipes from all items? No, I don't think so. And I should clarify, every time I say I'm straight, I have to clarify, right? I have nothing against if you're not straight. You do you. That's great. You know, someone makes you happy, then go for it. But I am straight, personally. Farming for dummies I got for free during Techno, and now it's 1.5 mil. Yeah, that price change is probably the most dramatic of any item I've ever seen, actually. I could have gotten 10 of them for 400k, 20 of them for 800k, 30 of them for the price, almost 40 of them I could have gotten for the price now. So it's a 40 times increase in price. What? That's insane. I don't know if any item in Skyblocks had that insane of a margin before. Just from holding on to it for like 8 months. Good way to level combat. Used to be farming ghosts, but nowadays, floor 6 for egg runs probably. Well, now what? We've built the farms. I haven't figured out the water situation yet, or the lighting situation. You know what I could do? If I put the lighting block here, right? If I were to put a sea lantern here, it would light up the crops here, but then I could stand on it and break the crops here. That might be what I do. I'm not sure. We will see. How do you stream for 4 hours without losing your mind? I'm a streamer. I had a lot of experience and time doing that. What is your opinion on Indian scam centers? I don't know why it's... That was almost bad. I don't know why it's India specifically where that happens. I feel like that should be a thing everywhere because people just try to scam everywhere. In general, you know, scams are terrible and I hate them, and people that do it is pathetic, but it doesn't matter that they're Indian. It just matters that they're scamming people. Benefiting off of other people's ignorance to make money is very scummy. I don't care who you are, but if you're doing that, I don't think you're a good person. There we go. Nice. Well, look at that. Oh, hold on. We have a few spots that aren't done properly because I need to get the builders one back. Lag. Stop. Do you have friends besides Fezzi? Yeah. I have a decent friend network, I would say, in terms of the amount of people, but the people I do know are awesome. Maybe not a lot of people that I talk to on a regular basis, but the few that I do, I have very good friendships with. Should probably make sure this didn't happen anywhere else in the farm. Doesn't look like it on that side. Let's go to the other side. Party pizzas or pizza rolls? What's a party pizza? Wouldn't a party pizza just be a regular pizza? I don't know what that is. How'd you meet Fezzi? Made a video about that. You should watch it. It's good stuff. Good video. Would highly recommend. All right. So that is done. Uh-oh. Apparently party pizza is a thing and people are surprised now. Oh, by the way, I can ban that bot now. Goodbye, nerd. No one cares about your scam website. Do you feel bad for workers at scam center? No. I don't care how desperate you are. I don't care how efficiently or inefficiently you can feed your family. If you are benefiting off of taking something from someone else, you are a scumbag. There are ethical ways to make money. Oh, there's another bot. Go away. Refraction raid. I do see a little bump in viewership, but that might have just been because I stopped farming. Is/was refraction streaming? No. Doesn't look like it. Refraction. Was he? I don't see a refraction streak. Pretty sure I would know if he was streaming. Anyway. Just ended. Oh, I'm trying to fly in a hub. Oh, we lag. Michael Herman, thank you for the 5. Even though you have some controversial opinions, I still love the content and personality. Keep up the good work. Yeah, that's the beauty of, you know, you can be friends with someone and disagree with some of their points, you know. You don't have to agree with everything that someone says to like them, you know. But I appreciate that people feel that way, that they're able to, you know, have their own opinion. You know, it's a good thing to have your own opinion. You shouldn't just listen to everything everyone says. Dream stance. Anyway. You have a nice voice, not gonna lie. Oh, thank y'all. What's better for Enderman? Baby Yeti or Summoning Ring? Both. If you had to pick because you're broke, ooh, that's a tough one. You kind of need both. I mean, if you're doing tier 2s, maybe Yeti? Anyway. You like that, chat? Should probably collect the Jacobs tickets from that festival. Ooh, I got 2 unclaimed rewards. And they are Turbo Melon and Turbo Cane. Don't need the Turbo Cane, but I do need the tickets. Turbo Potato. Turbo Cane. Wolf, thank you for the 5. I want your soul. Well, that sounds ominous. Fine, I'll open the island. Good luck getting in, though. Turbo Melon, I could probably put on the axe. Melon Dicer, yes. Take on Hot Pockets. They're pretty good. I've only had them a few times, but from the few times I've had them, they're pretty good. So what can I get with 63 Jacobs tickets? 53, not 63. That font looks like a 6 where the 5 is. I don't know. What do I need is the question. Maybe a carrot-o. That wouldn't be a terrible idea because I am probably planting carrots soon. Yeah, would make sense. I don't know. Maybe I should save the tickets for now in case I need something later. Yeah, that's probably the better idea instead of making some decision now where I don't necessarily need it. Is farming sludges worth it? Probably not anymore. It used to be. I don't know what's left. Is there anything left on the to-do list today? Flying Farms, Dugans, Wart Event, Turbo Enchantments. I didn't do dungeons today, but I mean, whatever. We do have to plant the farms and put water. Oh, CJ Crazy, thank you for the 5. Hey, 30, what's the best way to make money early game, early to mid game? And last night someone crashed the enchanted sponge market. It was 5.9 coins per insta-sell. What? Party pizzas are Totinos. Oh, wait, square pizzas? What? You mean those crappy? Oh, not square, the circular Totinos, right? I've seen those. Pizza bites are better. Best way to make money early in mid game, probably farming and mining. Hey, look at this. This man's got the cloak. Oh, look at that. You should get it. 30 virus hacked. Very good looking. That is very good. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end stream. It's been a fun 4 hours. Again, it's a good sign if I can stream for 4 hours. Typically, you know, if I stream for a while, that means I'm having a good time. It's been fun talking to you, chat. But yeah, I guess for now, that's it. So hopefully tomorrow we'll do another stream. Don't know what it's going to be. Probably hardcore, if I'm going to be honest. We'll probably plant this and then maybe do some Dugans. We'll figure out how to do the water with the flying farms. Maybe we won't even do water with the flying farms. I don't know. Anyways, I guess that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oh. The music's being... Hello? Wait a minute. There we go. I was like, the music is kind of awkward. Bye. Just as the viewership is going back up because I stopped farming. I just farted. I bet all of you guys